What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion platform.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here, lifetime, as far as quick on lifetime, as far as lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
Yo, welcome to Big Vibe Opinion. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that share button. Most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't already. Tonight live is going to be dope. It's going to be epic, man. And we finna turn this thing up tonight, so make sure y'all tune in and stay tuned in so we can go on a Friday. You hear me? You hear me? Hope everybody's having a blessed Friday thus far. We're going to thank God. We're going to thank God because we know that God is good, and we know how powerful God is. And without God, nothing is possible to obtain in this life that we live. So in order to have anything, we must have God first. Shout out to the chat, everybody in the chat. So we're going to take it here. We're going to start off with Tyrese. And we're going to listen to some of the sentiments that Tyrese have for Mr. Vlad, Mr. Vlad himself. Shout out to my brother. Got a message from my brother Running Bow today, man. It was good to see I got a message from the brother Running Bow today. Shout out to him. Hope all is well. Wishing that brother a speedy recovery. But Ronnie Bo did a interview on Hip Hop Uncensored. Gotta be. It's the same podcast that we saw Andrew Wyatt on and some other uh big name celebrities like Cassidy and others have done interviews on that platform as well. So we're gonna look at some of that. We're gonna listen to some of that as well. Shout out to the brother Running Boat going around doing the work, speaking the message, putting it out there in the people faces for them to take a look. You know what I'm saying? It's time that people take a look. Take a look. Let's stop listening to what the media is saying about Robert Sylvester Kelly, Kanye West, Tyrese, and let's take a look for ourselves. Let's get to know this information for ourselves. It's been we've been listening for so long. Now it's time for us to know. What's up, Classy? What's up, Lavish? Foxy Chocolate, JT, Blessed. Now it's time for us to know. Let's stop listening and let's get to know. And that's one of the biggest things that we want to push with this platform. We want to push the get to know. We don't want to run with the rumors. We don't want to run with the hearsay. He said, she said. We want to get to know the facts. If y'all haven't caught the last video I did with the media being exposed, make sure y'all go back and watch that video. If y'all can, share that video each and every day. Share, share, share. The thing about good content is it never gets old. That's the thing with good content, right? Good content never gets old. It's like a good movie, right? It's like a good movie. A good movie never gets old. How many of us still watch Friday? How many of us still watch House Party? How many of us still watch Color Purple? You know, a good movie never get old. So good content should be getting spreaded out just like an old movie. It never gets old. We have to continue to share, share, share. Each and every time you share, just imagine these videos are getting in the hands of someone who may not have never seen it. So we're going to start off with Tyrese and Vlad, and we're going to move forward. I'm gonna let y'all see my face. Yeah, this is Big Vi. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, him right here. Yeah, that's him. That's me. Yeah, that's you, Big Vi. That's me. Yeah, that's me. That's me, y'all. So put a face with the voice. There it is. Now, Tyrese, at this point, he have made he have made many points. He have pointed out many red flags when it comes to people going to Vlad show to do these interviews, especially about how many people goes on that on the Vlad TV and he's asked questions about he asked them personal questions, and some guys don't even realize they be so caught in the moment that they giving answers that lead to them being charged criminally. When he say that Vlad offered him $10,000 to come on and do an interview, but his net worth is estimated at 5 million. So if he's willing, how did he make this money? I ask y'all. Now I can't say I never seen any. I can't say that I never seen any uh Caucasian people or Russian or whatever his ethnicity is. But we know most people that go on to Vlad show to do interviews are black rappers or black battle rappers or basketball players or actors. They make Vlad seem like, okay, Vlad, they have given Vlad that type of platform to where when people come into the industry to get a Vlad interview is like a trophy. It's like an award. I made it to Vlad. You know, our culture, our society, rappers, athletes, actors, when they make it to Vlad, they feel as though they have achieved something. Not only not to turn around and those same interviews that this guy hosts where he is not in the room, he's not on the camera. I've heard through Say Cheese and other interview sites say that Vlad doesn't even be in the room when these people are doing interviews. He be on a stream. It's almost like the COVID situation. You know what I'm saying? Well, he puts them in the studio. He's asking them questions, but he's not physically there. So he's just asking the questions. So my thing is this: depending on what artist or actor or athlete he have in there, if you can't see, if he's not physically in the room with you, you can't tell who's asking you these questions. He's just asking the questions, and these people go on there and willingly just give the answers. Now, depending on, and I'm gonna tell you this as well. Now, depending on who the celebrity may be, he's gonna be there in person. But some of these celebrities, he don't even be there in person when they come in to do their interviews with Vlad. We need to challenge Vlad to release the R.Kelly interview. Vlad, why haven't you released the R.Kelly interview? Why haven't you released the R.Kelly interview, Vlad? Is it because R.Kelly was talking about his condition? He was talking about his situation. He was shedding light on what he's been going through versus answering questions about a live or answering questions about a tape. Vlad, why won't you release the R. Kelly interview? It doesn't fit the narrative, right? I bet you're not releasing the R. Kelly interview, Vlad, because it doesn't fit the narrative. it doesn't fit the narrative that the media has been spending, right? Because if that interview was a lot, well, if that R. Kelly interview that you are holding on to lined up with what the media is perpetuating about R. Kelly, you would have been have released that video. You would have been have put that video out. But because the interview that you did with R. Kelly contradicts everything that the media has been saying, you're gonna hold on to it, right? And as soon as R. Kelly is free and found innocent of these charges, then you're gonna release the video to try to make money off it that way. So you are nothing but a fucking culture vulture, right? You are a culture vulture. So you know what you're doing. You are exploiting someone's situation for beneficial gain. You are exploiting R. Kelly's situation for beneficial gain, right? You know that you know that R. Kelly has supporters out here, despite these allegations, despite him being found guilty. But if you release that video that contradicts everything that the media is saying about R. Kelly right now, you may make money off of it. But when his case is overturned, and then you go and release this video, you're gonna come out and say, "Oh, I already knew R. Kelly was probably innocent. I talked with R. Kelly, and he told me about some of the laws that were broke when they tried to convict him. X, Y, and Z." You're gonna come out and act like you so much was fucking in belief that R. Kelly was railroaded, and you're gonna try to put this video out, and you want to have R. Kelly's supporters come over and watch this video. You know, this is the type of guy that you are. This is the type of guy that you are. It's all about a dollar. It's not about a person's innocence. Because if R. Kelly is speaking in this interview that you have, Vlad, and he's speaking his truth, why would you not put it out to the public for them to hear? But you are trying to capitalize to the best of your pockets. You're trying to capitalize to your best interest. It's not about R. Kelly's best interest right now. Because if you put a video out on your platform right now, the interview you did with R. Kelly, and R. Kelly talking about how he was set up, he talked about how the government abused their power. He talked about how they abused the RICO. If he talked about how he was lied on, the parents set him up, you don't want to put that out right now because it contradicts everything the media has been saying. So what you're doing, Vlad, you're trying to capitalize to the max. So when R. Kelly is set free, you're gonna come out and say you knew he was innocent all along. You was a lying bastard, bro. You was a lying bastard. You're gonna try to release this video when R. Kelly's cases are overturned. He comes home free. You're gonna be the one that's out here acting as if you already knew the truth the whole time. We see through your bullshit, bro. Woo. Tyrese ain't hold back. Tyrese ain't hold back. He ain't hold back at all, man. So what up? What up, Muse? What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody just coming in? What's up, everybody just coming in? Thank you, Teresa. Shout out to everybody just coming in, man. So Tyrese, he put out a powerful message, man. Vlad has become relevant off of black culture. He has become relevant off of using black culture, black stories, while our people aren't even paying attention to what's really going on. You know, and that is a big issue in society. So we finna be moving right along with we're gonna be moving right along, man. And yesterday's video, we talked about the media, right? The media and how the media is used to take down our people. I'm gonna take y'all back to something that Kanye West said. And let's go and listen, take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. See, you have to stay the course, right? Even when you start to feel like giving up, you have to stay the course, man. This is not an easy fight to be in. This is not an easy thing to do. This is time consuming. This is restless nights, restless days. You trying to find this information to get out here, to put it out, to make it make sense, to paint a picture to the people that are following you as to what you are looking at, so they are able to see the same thing that you are seeing. Man, I tell y'all, this fight has been hard. This fight, it has been times that I wanted to quit. It has been times I wanted to throw the towel in. But at the end of the day, I understand that there's a greater purpose on the other side of this fight. And that is to see our people free finally. Our people need to be free finally. And freeing our people, we must first free the thoughts. In order to free the mind, we must first free the thoughts. So the things that we are thinking in our head, we must free those thoughts in order to free the mind. And once you free the mind, you will unlock the key to life. You will unlock some major keys to life once you free the thoughts. Because if your mind is clogged up with thoughts, you're not able to think. You're not able to function. You're not able to. You're not able. I always say, I'm big at interpretation, man. I like to take things in. I like to digest. I like to dissect. I like to dig down to the gist of it. I wonder why not. Can y'all not hear? If y'all not hearing, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all not hearing, if y'all can hear, put a 2 in the chat. But if y'all not here, put a 1 in the chat if y'all not hearing. Oh yeah, y'all see. This is my cup. It's 24. Well, two shit. Hey, y'all been doing a little bit of this. I forgot what I said two was, but if y'all put 2 in the chat, then y'all must can hear me. Okay. Let's go here, y'all. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Hey, I forgot what I had told y'all to do. That's great. Don't charge it to me, y'all. Don't charge it to me. I've been working all day. I've been had a long day at work. And Theresa, if you can't hear, I'm not sure what it is that you probably have to refresh it. Probably try refreshing it and come back in.
Part of Universal Studios, 20th Century Fox, ABC News, CBS News, Columbia Pictures, Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports, Fox News, Washington Post, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MTV Music Television, Nickelodeon, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Comedy Central, NBC Entertainment, Google. What else do we have? Disney, ABC Kids and Family, YouTube, Los Angeles Times, Discovery Network, Paramount Pictures, Facebook, Huffington Post, Yahoo, Marvel, Hulu, Cosmopolitan, Time, Touchstone, Associated Press, Pixar, Miramax, HBO, New York Post, Lucas Arts, MSNBC, DreamWorks Animation. Now, the thing is, I skipped over maybe about 5 of them because it was just unclear on this list. The red are the executives that are Jewish. Part of the thing.
Kanye West just.
The thing about the red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people.
Now,
Universal Studios, 20th Century Fox, ABC News, CBS News, Columbia Pictures, Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports, Fox News, Washington Post, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MTV Music Television, Nickelodeon, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Comedy Central, NBC Entertainment, Google. What else do we have? Disney, ABC Kids and Family, YouTube, Los Angeles Times, Discovery Network, Paramount Pictures, Facebook, Huffington Post, Yahoo, Marvel, Hulu, Cosmopolitan, Time, Touchstone, Associated Press, Pixar, Miramax, HBO, New York Post, Lucas Arts, MSNBC, DreamWorks Animation. Now, the thing is, I skipped over maybe about 5 of them because it was just unclear on this list. The red are the executives that are Jewish.
so when you look at who when you look at who runs the media, it helps you understand why the media is so powerful. Look at what's backing the media. If you look at the entities that backs the media, these are the same entities that runs the music industry. These are the same entities that runs the music industry. So when you see our celebrities and entertainers being dragged the way they're being dragged in the media, it's clear to understand where it is coming from. It's clear to understand where it is coming from. What's up, Unc?
Good evening, nephew. How you feeling, man? I see you feeling good. You're
Oh
doing
yeah,
good.
I'm on here tonight. I
Blessing
said
everybody.
put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat. I forgot what the hell I said it was for.
I was cracking up. I couldn't wait to get in. I was cracking up. I was cracking up. I'm about to join you in a minute. I'm watching the game. It's on commercial now, but it ain't in English, so they ain't talking in English. They only talk in English when they at
Yeah,
halftime or the end of the quarter. Then it go back to whatever language they speaking, man. I don't know what that is. So I put it on mute. It don't make no sense to even have the
right.
sound up.
I watch games on mute all the time anyway.
Right. Blessing everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? I'm not good with running down all the names. There's so many. Just blessing to
It's
everybody.
thick in here.
Just blessing to everybody. Blessing to everybody, man. Lavish lady. How you doing, Queen?
Yeah, man. Let's see.
Yeah, true. Teresa, especially Foxy Chocolate. How you doing, baby? Man, Ashley,
He
CC,
in here. He in here
man.
tonight.
Yeah, man. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I didn't hear what he actually said. I was trying to search around to find the clip. I was not successful in it, but I knew you probably had it. I think I saw.
Who Tyrese?
I didn't get a chance to hear what he said. Uh, but I've been saying it for a long time, man. And it's no is no hate, you know, with him or his ethnicity. It has nothing to do with that. But
No.
I do agree with your assessment, and I've been saying a long time. Why are we going to support that particular platform? I couldn't fathom in my thought process. I well, let me back up. On that level, as far as where you at in your industry career, I can somewhat understand. You know what I mean? But I don't. However, I don't see individuals like Corey Holcomb going on there. I don't see people like Eddie Griffin going on there. Um, might have. I don't recall them going on there because of what they stand for and how they speak. You know what I mean? I have seen DL Hughley go on there. And I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm not even gonna comment on him. I'm gonna leave that right there. That's a whole nother live where we can go in on something. But I'll just leave that right there. I'm not even gonna comment on him. That's
Okay,
all.
okay.
But I'm not surprised with him going on there. I'll just leave it right there. I
Well,
know a lot of stuff. I just sit back in the cut and just play. I just
okay.
sit back in the cut, nephew.
Okay,
All
we
this stuff, all this
moving
stuff.
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna cruise on to V103. R. Kelly, man.
That's it. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. Man, nephew, it's so tripped how you just said that because early today I was listening to the Buffet album,
Yeah.
and um, is I'm now help correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I believe so. I may be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But isn't one of those tracks on there? I'm trying to remember what one it is, where his daughter is doing a duet with him.
I heard somebody said that. I'm not sure. But I had to look at the track list.
Um, A Child is on that Buffet album. Is Mr. Kelly and his daughter doing a duet together? I believe I heard. Yeah, okay. Okay, I thought so. Thank you, Rick. Okay, I thought so. Thank you. I thought so. I knew I was spot on. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's ooh, that track is tight. That track is tight. Now I think it's nephew. I think it's in our year back. I believe it might be two tracks on there. What she's singing. I know one of them is entitled "I Wanna Be." I want to be there, or something like that. I know that's along how the lyrics go. I want to be there for you, or something like that. Um, I want to be there, something like that. Wherever you do, however you blow up, or something like that. He's saying in the song, "I want to be there
Yes,
for you."
they
Know?
want to be there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I thought I was another one on there. I may be
Keep
wrong.
burning the hole.
Yeah, one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, want to be there. Yeah, yeah. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Cool. That's what I. Yeah, that's what I thought. Year back. Yeah, that was tight, man. So I was checking that out. And just looking at the genius and just the artistry, what he did with that album to go another direction. Not really another direction. He pretty much gave as he backtracked or just fast through the pages of his, you know what I mean, career stuff.
Yeah,
Just
that
gave
was
a
the
little bit.
album.
Yeah,
That was the album when he said he wanted to introduce the world to Robert.
Right. Wanted to get everybody a little bit of this, a little bit of the sound, and feed that. He did a track that gave you that Michael Jackson feel. You know what I mean? I said, wow, this dude, man, wow. Yeah, I yield back.
Okay, okay. Well, we're gonna take a look at this. I liked this right here. Somebody called in, they was a fan, and she wanted to do a
Happy birthday, R.Kelly. Hey. Happy birthday, brother. Capricorn season in full effect. You gotta make a wish. Blow out your candles. Only 3 candles. Okay, cool. Yeah. Look, I ain't want to. That's good, though. I ain't want to. That's a good thing. We folks, I know what it is. I know what it is. Make a wish, blow out your candles, bro. Nice. Super shout out to
appreciate that, boy.
Diamond and Toy over there, Whole Foods. They layered the joint up just for you.
Yeah, Whole Foods don't play.
Yeah, that's the good Whole Foods right
pickles,
there.
We're talking about the pickles over at Whole Foods. But look, this is nice, man. Look, chocolate cake, man, my favorite. I appreciate this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man.
Happy birthday, bro.
I just got one question, man.
Uh-oh.
You got a knife, fork, and
we gonna get you a knife and some plates, bro. We gonna cut this cake up. We just played the #1 song that you requested on the text message at 28103. Shout out to the whole V stream tuned in and turned up at watchv103.com. You got a new project coming out real soon, I hear.
Yeah. 1-2 Punch project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I call it the 1-2 Punch project because it's a hip-hop album, and then and it's also the R.Kelly album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to do hip-hop, man. I love hip-hop. It's in my DNA, so
Indeed.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Only R&B person to ever come to the basement.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's not going, that's it.
Yeah.
So we were trying to make it like that. But as far as this is concerned, this 1-2 Punch project, it's like hip hop, then it's like the Chocolate Factory album all over again, modern right now.
Wait.
So
The Who Factory album?
I said the Chocolate Factory album.
Again, I was on first Chocolate Factory album.
Yeah, so you got to be on the second one.
That's what I'm talking about.
We have
That's what I'm talking about.
you get to a point, man, you successful,
But Big Tigger, I wonder where is this energy at since Kels has been going through what he's been going through.
I know you're gonna open that door. I'm gonna lay back and let you lead out.
Now this is the problem. Look at this type of energy. They talking about Tyrese as a groupie. This dude got he's way more of a fan than Tyrese ever, the way he's acting. But
right.
Look how boisterous he is. I mean, he gloating right now.
Right.
But this man going through what he's going through, and you have a voice to really shed light on what this brother is going through. You have platforms. You Big Tigger.
Right.
You've been silent, my brother.
Yeah. I'll say this, nephew. I'll say this real fast. And I use this analogy. It wasn't positive with the looting, and it's some other stuff at play in there. It wasn't only us. Unfortunately, we should have known better in our history. However, it was what it was. But look at the attention that it got and how it went across, the world.
Right.
If these individuals, the same with the NBA, when they did that strike, when that COVID stuff was coming out, follow me, chat, walk with me. And everybody was pretty much trying to see how LeBron was going to respond. And I'll just leave that there, let that breathe. If we come together and join an alliance and realize it's enough for everybody to eat and take care of their family. And it is. I don't care it is. On the planet, it is. But ego and pride and lack of maturity and backbone and not understanding the importance of unifying for a greater purpose. You know what I mean? That would eventually fortitude us to be able to withstand against, you know what I mean? Then it's hard for them to try to, you know what I mean? If I could pull you by yourself, yeah, and get in your ear, threaten you, intimidate you, show you these fine prints in this country, all that old goofy stuff. You know what I mean? But if you all come together, you can do it in that arena. You can do it in any sports. That's what we used to do when I year back, nephew. That's really what the Black Liberation Movement really was all about. Actually, these games don't even comprehend the whole history. It was not for what they out here doing. It had nothing to do with none of that. It got into that and turned into that, but it was never, it was for political, for our verse to be. That's why Tupac coined the phrase thug life. It had nothing to do with no rap group, nothing negative. It was trying to establish an alliance, a political party to address our needs and our concerns that were not being heard, that was not being met. I yield back and let them breathe.
Okay. So we moving along, y'all. We moving along because the kitchen is kind of hot right now. You got R.Kelly speak on Lifetime Aaliyah biopic. This is from 8 years ago. When I came across this video and I listened, I played it back and I listened. And what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to listen to what R. Kelly has to say and what he think about the Aaliyah biopic, which they just said that they were putting out a new biopic, and I'm trying to see when someone posted in the chat yesterday. I haven't got a chance to look at it. But I just want to see what Kels has to say about this. This is from 8 years ago now. So let's listen to what he has to say and see, could this be even more so motive for Lifetime to feel some type of way about the words he chose to speak, but it's his truth. So
all right.
Now, really quick before we get to these phone lines, did you get to see the Aaliyah movie, and how did you feel about it? Lots of people didn't like the Aaliyah biopic. How did you feel about it, being as they had somebody that didn't look anything like you playing you?
You know what? I swear to God, man, I'm just keeping it. Now, y'all, you asked me this question. I didn't know you was going to ask that.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Once they said they was making a movie and somebody was going to be playing me, can't nobody play me, homie.
Right there. You make an Aaliyah biopic. R. Kelly is still alive and well, breathing, performing, recording, putting out albums, doing tours, playing basketball, smoking stogies, and you all go find somebody to play him? Doesn't that sound like a fucking agenda?
Yeah, and that's an insult and disrespect to his name.
Why would you not have him himself come in to help with producing this thing or putting it together or different points of her career, whatever it is? If this is what y'all really wanted to do, was shed light on her career, or was it that y'all had a motive? See, this shit makes me go back to say Lifetime has been after this brother.
Yes, I said
for
that.
Quite some fucking time.
I done said that before. They studied for years. Calculating this, man. They didn't just come up with this couple of years. They've been on this for a while. You can see the effects of it.
This is some this is something that you have to really take into consideration. Without R. Kelly, even though Aaliyah was created from her parents, we understand that.
Right.
But the star
Right.
that she became was because of R. Kelly. She loses her life.
Yeah, the gift that was inside of her was awakening.
The gift was there.
Yeah,
R. Kelly just brought it out. He helped bring it out to the world.
Yeah.
But without him, he jump started her career versus her taking the versus her taking the steps. He put her in the elevator and took her to the top floor.
Right.
She didn't have to put in the work of going to do the street performances and different things of that nature because he elevated her that much. You do a documentary about her. Well, we don't even say it was so at this point, Lifetime don't do documentaries. They just do their version of what they thought shit was. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't do documentaries. It's just their version of what they think shit is. So you do this, then the fact that you put R. Kelly in it, but then you have somebody play him, that is a fucking insult.
Yeah.
That is an insult. It's like me going, I'm going to do something about Uncle Muse. You still, and I'm going to go get Tyrone Biggums from all 63rd to play you. Nephew, why you going to go get somebody to play me? You could have just hit me up. Yeah, I know I'm busy, but I could have made time.
Right.
It ain't like I'm, you know what I'm saying? So now what we're seeing is now anytime they want to put together projects, Lifetime, they want to put together projects about other stars and celebrities. They know how to go find the people. If you were still living, they know how to go find the living people who was possibly there. People who was around at the time. They go and get those people. Just like when they did the Surviving R. Kelly, right? Did they go get people to play motherfuckers? No. Mm-hmm. They went and found the actual person. Somehow they seem to go find the people when it's against R. Kelly that's living to bring them in to testify against him. But they couldn't go get him to come act for himself in a biopic about Aaliyah. When they had him portrayed in the biopic. And like J-Rock always say, if he really abused her, why would y'all even put him in the biopic that's supposed to be painting a picture that's supposed to be sending something for Aaliyah fans? If y'all saying that he abused her, do you think Aaliyah real fans want to see him?
Let me go here. And it's on subject. It might be saying like I'm off, but I know I'm on. You got one incident where it's they in the studio, and Aaliyah's doing the track. I forgot what the name of the track was, but she's doing the track or something. And then he comes out from behind the board and comes back there with her and sits down and says, "That was good. He did that, but I want you to have some fun with it. Do this." You know what I mean? Another incident. And the clip might still be on YouTube. Forgot the name of the track. It just escaped me. K. Michelle. What's the name of that track, man? Deck on it. But then later on, after he did the track, he brings guys in there. Before he do that, he tell her do that, have some fun, we'll do that. But before he bring her in, before she comes in, he tells the engineer, don't let her listen to nothing that I did. Don't let her listen to nothing that I did. You know what I mean? So it'd be, I guess, authentic what she does and all of that. She do her thing, all of that. And then he went in there to eat some Chinese food. And then he's like, man, I told him how about a sauce, extra sauce, man. And then he go down, he play with the camera, with the audience. And then he go back in the studio to see what she did. You know what I mean? And he said, I like it. I'm just saying, but I like that, but I had to change like one thing or so. You know what I mean? And she was doing something. Let me hear it. And she said, "Ooh, I don't know if that sounds right." He said, "Huh?" She said, "I think that was wrong." He said, "Well, let's see." He said, "When you doing this," he said, wrong can be right. You know what I mean? He said, "Now when you," he said, "when you talking about dancing, everything got to be on beat." I forgot he might have used the word, but he was snapping his fingers. He said, but then he said something else. He said, "That's okay if you trying to reach, if you want to go church, because you trying to reach the soul." He said, "But if you trying to go, dancing, everything got to be up." What be saying? It's hard to try to get a person to duplicate that mindset in a biopic movie, especially when they live it. His mind, bro, nephew, just what I just said, don't seem nothing. But if you break that down to where my mind thinks and what I see stuff, that's a lot. It's very difficult to duplicate that he got in his head. You saw what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to watch them in those two clips. It might not seem, and I used to sing in choir, so I've been around musicians and listen to stuff and develop stuff. You know what I mean? And when I start understanding my gift and not being afraid of it and having confidence, now over the years you can look back and say, "Wow, I hear stuff like even with jazz. I hear jazz to hear certain instruments." That's why you play. I said, "Nephew, send me that clip, because that dude is going to man." I'm like, "That's my air, nephew. That's my breath, man. I can listen to jazz 24/7." I'm like, wow. And what I hear, I'm like, amazing, genius. You know what I mean? But you got to have. It's hard to have somebody play you, man, and duplicate that, man, that you got in your head. It's hard to do that. It's almost impossible. They try to do it with the All Eyes on Me with Pop. I'll get back on that as far as give you my comment on that. We'll say that for another later date. Maybe later on, but a later date. Because people ask me in the family, they know how I felt about Pop, so they was asking me. You know what I mean? They was shocked by my response.
All right.
You
Let's
know?
go with it. Let's go back and listen to what we had to hear.
Yeah. But
Now, really quick before we get to these phone lines, did you get to see the Aaliyah movie, and how did you feel about it? Lots of people didn't like the Aaliyah biopic. How did you feel about it, being as they had somebody that didn't look anything like you playing you?
You know what? I swear to God, man. I'm just keeping it. Now, you asked me this question. I didn't know you was gonna ask that.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Once they said,
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something.
thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. Echo. That was the song by K. Michelle that he did. Yeah, Echo. That's it. Thank you.
I want y'all to pay attention to something. Now, y'all see Kel's in his comfort zone, right? He's in his comfort zone. I want y'all to see how differently he reacts to Aaliyah name being brought up in this scenario versus when he was on the Huffington Post and other shows
Yeah, I read. Yeah.
that he go around and they bring up the way that they bring Aaliyah name up.
Exactly.
And you can tell how his whole demeanor shifts.
Yeah. Mine would too, nephew. Mine would too. Because I sense what you own. And and I don't appreciate that. You know what I mean? Especially if we have talked beforehand and I know the question you're gonna ask me pretty much and where we're gonna go and what the topic is, and then you spin me and you sidestep me and throw me a curve. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. They play a dirty game, man.
So I was really, when I looked at this video, I felt differently about it because I pointed out I sensed a whole bunch of different things, but I paid attention to when the name Aaliyah was brung up. I instantly noticed like it was almost as if he was a smile versus like when you see him on these other
Yeah.
interviews with these people that don't resonate with us.
Right.
He just looked like, oh, they on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm up out of here if you ask me something else. We just seen him walk off interviews and different things of that nature. So, but I'm gonna play it through And we're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep it moving.
All right.
Body. Now, really quick before we get to these phone lines, did you get to see the Aaliyah movie, and how did you feel about it? Lots of people didn't like the Aaliyah biopic. How did you feel about it, being as they had somebody that didn't look anything like you playing you?
You know what? I swear to God, man, I'm just keeping it. Now, y'all, you asked me this question. I didn't know you was gonna have that.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Once they said they was making a movie, and I was.
And the fact that you see how accepting he was of the question, and he told him, I didn't know you was going to ask me that.
Right.
So what is it that these other people do that pisses him off on these interviews that's so different? And here you can tell as though when he go on these other interviews and Aaliyah's name is brought up, they ain't gonna say they mention her name as if he did do whatever they alleged he did.
Right. It's like they're trying to try him all over again.
Right. Versus a casual conversation. Man, I didn't even know you was gonna bring it up, but he's in his comfort zone still. He didn't get uncomfortable like people always try to say, oh, look at how uncomfortable he get. He gets so bad. The way he moved, he guilty or something. Niggas I don't know who put these niggas in criminal body language classes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what these niggas get their body language skills from or whatever. But I sensed something with this video. I sensed something totally different in the reception, him receiving the question from Tigger. So I said I was gonna let it play. I'm for real this time.
Get to see the Aaliyah movie, and how did you feel about it? Lots of people didn't like the Aaliyah biopic. How did you feel about it, being as they had somebody that didn't look anything like you playing you?
You know what? I swear to God, man, I'm just keeping it. Now, y'all, you asked me this question. I didn't know you was gonna have that.
Okay.
Listen, I didn't watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Once they said they was making a movie and somebody was gonna be playing me, can't nobody play me, homie. You got to know me to play me. Okay, you don't know me, you can't play me. It's impossible. So why should I watch something that's not real when I'm real?
404-741-WV.
Y'all hear that? Hold on.
Well said, Kev. Well said, my brother.
Better than this.
Yep.
You can't play me. It's impossible. So why should I didn't watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Once they said they was making a movie and somebody was gonna be playing me, can't nobody play me, homie. You got to know me to play me. Okay, you don't know me, you can't play me. It's impossible. So why should I watch something that's not real when I'm real?
And that goes for anybody. These supposedly be body doubles.
Yeah.
Or whatever y'all call y'allself. It either was or it wasn't. Point blank, period.
Right.
404-741-WVEE. Holler at R.Kelly. Hello?
Hi, Tigger.
Hey, what's happening? Who's this?
This is Trina Sonal.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Decatur, Georgia.
Happening.
Nothing much. I love you.
Thank you. I feel good about that.
I loved you since DC Live and watching you.
Yeah, you went way back to DC Live.
Yes, I love you.
That's what's happening. You good? You want to holler at my boy?
I do.
Go ahead, say hi.
Hi, Kay.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy birthday to you.
You guys, excuse me, I'm sitting here killing this chocolate cake that got me. The chocolate cake off the chain, you heard me? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God. Guess what? My birthday was yesterday, so I have a request.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Capricorn.
Yep.
Can you sing happy birthday to me?
Uh-oh.
Get this cake out of my throat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What's your name again? Alicia. Happy birthday to you.
Nice.
since my favorite song, Slow Dance.
Oh, hey, Mr. DJ. I love that song. Why don't you slow this party down? Love that song.
Girl, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, baby.
Man, that's
Her name Trina.
Wow.
sense of humor. That. I
Yeah,
mean, come on, man.
It's golden, man.
Character, bro. When he say can't nobody play me.
Yeah. Hey, Coco Chick. Darlene. Man, nephew, how can you be around a bright of goodness, a light of goodness like that? You got to be, help me out, man, nephew. You got to be some type of person just cold inside, man, to get around something like that and want to do somebody harm like that, man. You got
And this
to be
is his spirit. This is the spirit that we see, him carry around when he walking out, walking around on South Beach down in goddamn Miami, or wherever he at. Like when people talk about, he's playful, he's just he just have a good sense of humor, man.
Enjoying life. And
that shit work. He just probably what he did on that call that morning, fresh eating cake, smoking a stogie. Well, can you say happy birthday? Boom. Oh, Slow Dance. That's my favorite song.
Yeah. Jesus just having fun. And really for them to try to twist everyday life that people do, just enjoying life, full of joy, full of positivity, man, good energy, continually striving to be the best version, making necessary adjustments where they, need to be made, and just living my life, man. And you got some people, nephew, unfortunately, it is what it is, who like Boosie say, they be hypnotized with hatred and jealousy. And they don't even be knowing the reason why. You got to be a miserable person, man. You got to be really sick in the head when you got the same 24 that I got. You got the same 24 that I got.
Was you around for this one right here? Did you ever see this one? This one I used to play a long time ago. The white R.Kelly.
What?
Hold on.
Oh, is he telling me I'm a woman?
No, he didn't.
Am I want to be R.Kelly?
Wait. Okay, now look, I got
This is R.Kelly on the streets.
Right.
In a crowd full of people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me your favorite artist that you gonna see doing.
You ain't ever seen. Whoa! Is he telling me I'm a woman?
No, he didn't.
Am I want to be R.Kelly?
Wait. Okay, now look, I got $100. I got $100 right now. I got $100 right now. Did you say this is not R. Kelly? Now, if I prove to you, okay, you say this now. Goddamn, man, come on, don't smoke. But listen, you say this is not R. Kelly.
100% not.
Okay, 100% not R. Kelly.
100%.
100%. Let me get the camera. Give me some light. Give me some light. I need some more light. Give me some light. All right, okay, check this out. Okay, now. Okay, now. He say, dog, can you spit some R. Kelly? Because he say you ain't R. Kelly, homie. I don't know.
Why don't you believe?
Y'all think he R. Kelly?
You look good as fuck, though.
He said,
the girl looks good as fuck.
Okay.
All right, you got that $100?
I got $100 right here. $100. So he said you ain't. He said you ain't R. Kelly.
On, give me that.
Okay, you hold that, homie.
Okay.
DJ Doctor doing. This man said he ain't R. Kelly.
Okay, you got your money.
All right, I got my money up. Wait. He said, wait. So wait. This still ain't R. Kelly?
Still ain't R. Kelly.
Oh shit!
Fucking drunk as hell.
He drunk.
Hey man, I got nothing to say. This guy right here is a Luhu Zahir.
If y'all play some real
This my nigga though, for real.
For real now.
This my nigga though, for real. This is an act, bro.
Okay, wait. Tell me something. What does R.Kelly sing? You sing R.Kelly song, but they ain't R.Kelly. You sing something.
The white boy.
You white boy, sing some white boy R.Kelly. You sing something.
Come on, go and give me some. All right, let me throw this on that. So my body, oh my body, but my body telling me I'm white. But I'm black as fuck, and I can't say that shit. And I like to run that shit hard as fuck. And I love y'all more than anything, but I'm white.
He drunk in a motherfucker. He drunk in a motherfucker.
I'm on that shit like I'm black as fuck. I got that game cause I'm white as shit.
Hey, man.
I'm on that shit all day cause I'm white. And I can.
Wow. Oh man. Oh man.
Stop playing with Kels, man.
Let my dude out of that doggone political prison, man. Let him up out of there, man. All that crazy stuff y'all on, man. That's why R&B ain't
on the street
hey,
singing.
that's why R&B is dying now. That's what y'all get. That's what y'all get.
White R. Kelly, man.
Man. That was funny, nephew. That was funny.
Man,
That
they
was
can't
funny.
miss Kels, though, man. The talent can't be denied.
Man.
You know, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Y'all can try to block it. Y'all can try to deny. Y'all can try to cancel it, but you can't. Like he say, this shit has already been injected into the world, man. It's over with.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. Nephew.
What's up?
We can go down the list, but we not because it's probably be too many. But it's only a few individuals that come along. You got some that's already deceased. You got some that's still around. That when you hear them live, they sound just like they CD.
Oh yeah, there's only a few, man.
Very few. Am I right, chat? It's very few artists, natural raw gift like that. You know what I mean? With no added nothing on it, no reverb, nothing.
Right.
Can't sound just like he sound like he had a concert. He sound exactly, you know what I mean? And matter of fact,
back to artists.
Matter of fact, at concert, he sound even better because I like the way he does his ad living at the drop of a dime. You know what I mean? And you would think that's a new track he got.
Video we just watched.
Yeah.
He say he's drawn.
Right.
He can literally take.
Right.
He can literally take any word and turn it into a song.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, in his singing ability, it takes you back to the Donny Hathaways, the Sam Cooks, the Johnny Taylors. It goes back to that realm of people back, that real singing back then, because they didn't have all the equipment to your voice back then. You know how you sounded on the track is how you sounded in concert. You know, and he has that type of power to where he sound the same whether it's on a record or in person. You know, it's crazy, and that's the reason why. I don't have nothing against Beyonce, nothing at all. But the first time I heard Jennifer Hudson blow, I said, the girl can sing. You know, anybody can sing a song, but they say that girl can sing. Like I come from the South in the church house. I know a lot of people that can sing. I'm talking about blow the doors open on the church.
Right.
I done heard it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it got so bad to me, man. I wouldn't even go to church in the city because I'm used to going to church in the South. You know, I'm used to going to church where you can sit in there, and when the choir get to singing, man, I'm talking about you can feel the shift in the power in the who doing the solo. You want to know who doing the solo today?
Right. Yeah.
Something about my dad, my uncle used to tell me when I lived up in Minnesota. I'm like, man, I want to go to a church that make me feel like I'm in the South still.
Right.
Like, man, I went about 5 or 6 different churches before I finally found a church up that way that made me feel, they had that singing. I'm used to going into church. I'm used to going into church and hearing hymns, right?
Right.
You just somebody sitting way over here start off a hymn. All of a sudden the whole church singing. This church ain't even started yet. This before church even get kicked off. Some people, a lot of these new kids don't even know. Like, I go ask my son right now, do you know what a hymn is? He probably think I'm talking about food or something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from that old church, man. You hear that?
Right. They just started the third quarter, nephew. Denver 55, Miami 51.
Yeah, I'm looking at his own side.
Yeah,
man. But yeah, you said a lot though when it comes to Kels and his ability. I would have loved to have heard his mom sing. I would have loved to hear her sing because he followed her, and you could tell that the dude is so good at redoing. Like when he hear a sound, it seems like he can just recreate that same sound.
That's natural. Just like David Ruffin, was. Just natural gift, man. Just natural.
Man, it's crazy.
He said that joker hadn't even been in the rehearsal, nephew.
Right.
And he been showed up wherever they at and make them sound better than what they was already doing. And they had out
because man, my brother used to tell me my brother used to be like, you got people that talented, that worked hard to get their skills.
Yeah.
And you got some people that are just God gifted.
Yeah, just effortless.
It comes effortlessly.
Yeah.
And it's just that's R.Kelly, man. For him to even track down when he talk about tracking down Ron Isley and say, hey man, he said his mama wanted him to do a song. He say Ron Isley, the Isleys was one of her favorite groups. Mm-hmm. So he was inspired to work with them based off of his mother.
Right.
And he took Ron Isley like from somebody who should have been done with music and revived him.
And bridge the gap, nephew, for the younger generation, nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they start coining the phrase, Mr. Big.
He can't still. Nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody know who Ron Isley is. Mr. Big. It's
right.
Mr. Big.
Right.
That's it.
Right. It's 4 artists that, like we just saying, he's natural rock talent. We said Kills, we mentioned Dave Ruffin, you already mentioned Donny Hathaway and Sam Cooke. It's 4 ladies. Listen to me, chat. And chat, if I get this first artist I'm gonna name wrong, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But I think I can pronounce her last name right. Rochelle Farrell. She the first person I can think of. Tell me this round. It's many others, but these 4 just stand out of my head. Her, Gladys Knight, Anita Baker, and Layla Hathaway. Man, you would tear a concert up. I'm talking about for the grown and sexy and the mature. If you had them all on the same ticket, oh my God.
Beyonce couldn't get nowhere near the stage.
How many of y'all know Rochelle Farrell? That woman is dangerous. Yep, you got it. Yep. Judy, you got it. Yep, they know. Y'all know I know what I'm talking about. I ain't just talking. Yeah, I've seen her.
Back in the day, you really had to know how to sing because they didn't have all of this technology to fix your voice
Yeah.
or create a sound for you. So
Yeah.
you actually
Yeah.
had to know how to sing
Right.
in order to get on. So you think about the Aretha Franklins, like you say, the Patti LaBelle's, and Denise LaSalle, and a lot of these other people. Like these people, like they really could sing. The Betty Wrights.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love the way she tell a story, boy. She could tell a
Oh, Betty
story.
Wright can most definitely tell a story.
But she can move you, boy.
Oh yeah.
Give you the chill
Well,
before she strike one note. Yes, sir. A good
uh-huh.
old man. It's gone now, nephew. And you had somebody like not taking it from nobody else, but you had him that really was trying to. It's like he had different time machines that he would walk back to and give you, like you said, gave you this flavor again, remind you of this flavor again, remind you of this flavor again. You know what I mean? And like you said in that clip, it's in his bone. You just can't get away from hip hop. You got love for the hip hop, that, and do the reggae and do a blues type of song, do a jazz type of song. All of them. And I talk about that all the time, man. Back in the day, those the DJs that actually played like that. And then you had different places where if you wanted house, you had a spot for that. If you wanted the R&B, so you had a spot to play that. You know what I
But
mean?
even back then though, it wasn't even DJs. When we talk about the Marv, we talk about the Sam Cooke and the Donny Hathaway days. Shit, you had a piano player and maybe a guitar player, somebody
Hmm.
on the saxophone. So it wasn't DJ. So you actually had to be really good because all your shit was live.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying? You
right,
really did live performances, man.
right,
And
right, right.
it just, R. Kelly is just one of them generational talents. He like what Michael Jordan was to the NBA.
Yeah,
You know, he was just one of them generational talents to the music industry, man. And this guy was able to go like versatile from any type. If you're going through a breakup, he got something for that. If you in love, he got something for that. If
yeah,
you got down me trying to get a girl, he got something for that. If
yeah,
you bones aching, he got something for that. If you tired, he
yeah,
got something for that.
yeah,
If you want
yeah,
to praise the Lord, he got something for that. If you're
yeah,
hungry, he got something for that. If you broke, he got something for that. If you're rich, he
yeah,
got something for that. I
yeah.
mean, if you love your kids, you got something for that. You love your mama, he got something for that. You love yourself, he got something for that. The man
That's my
basically
point.
touched every area of life that you could possibly think of with his music.
Now you see why he said the person that came to his mind for the best of both worlds. No disrespect to Jay-Z, but in his concept of thought, that completed the nucleus in them two genres, Pac was the only one that fit that because Pac was sampled the Bill Withers, the Marvin Gaye. You know what I mean? Pac had a rhyme book that he always wrote in. And if you brought a beat to him, if he came in the studio, listen to a beat, he go through his rhyme book and he humming around that whatever the beat you had to be the backdrop that amplified what he was trying to say and get across. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever was on his heart, whatever was on his thought process, whatever he might have saw in the headlines or read in the newspaper or heard a conversation on the drop of a dime, Pac could go right to it. It's only few people that come along that can do that like that can touch individuals. I have been on YouTube searching for hours and hours and days and months, nephew, and come across people that's Caucasian. They got love and for music, just a student and a love for the music who articulate Pac's music, go through
Hold
his
on, hold
lyrics.
on, hold on. Remember, I was telling you that the Dear Mama song was originally wrote for the verse for Dear Mama was originally wrote for Sadie. R. Kelly song Sadie.
I think I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah, I think
I
you remember
got it
saying
for
that.
you.
Okay,
Got
okay,
it.
oh, okay, okay,
Hold on. Right
all
now, I'm
right,
gonna play it.
All right.
Go out some liquor and I reminisce. Cause through the drama, I can always depend on my mama. Dear mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus. When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy, there's no limit to the things you did. Fuck and all my childhood memories, full of all the sweet things you did for me. She was emotional. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. Cause you know, dear mama is a take from the spinner, Sadie. Right? And I appreciate how you raised me. I mean, damn. That you gave me.
When Tupac first played Dear Mama for me, it made me cry because I realized that my son had forgiven me.
If you hold on, it's struggle every day, you gotta roll on.
It means a lot to me that my son wrote a
Man, to hear him on there with chaos, man. If this would have happened, bro, man. If this would have happened.
That's the first time I recall, if I'm not mistaken, nephew, her saying that, Miss Layla Finney saying that. I don't ever think I recall I don't think I heard her say that here in an interview. I might have missed it. I don't know. For her to say that, it really did something to her because she knew my son had forgiven me. Woo, that was a powerful statement she just said.
Man.
That, woo, the dynamic relationship between the mother and the son, and even when it's broken and it's shattered and it's just not where it should be, man, you still got, woo, man, that just did something for me, nephew. I yield back on that. I got to let that breathe for myself.
Man, I'm just like, bro, like the industry, man. I blame the industry for us not hearing a collaboration with Tupac and R.Kelly. And the only thing I think that possibly could have topped a collaboration with Tupac and R.Kelly would have been a collaboration with Michael Jackson and Prince.
Woo! Oh yeah, we've been saying that. Yeah, we said that for years. Oh yeah, and it was gonna happen.
It was bound to happen. But that goes to show you the way that the industry uses our people.
Yeah. Prince talked about that. I don't recall what Michael, if I can remember what Michael said about it, but I know Prince shared a little, like, without going into it, and I think it was a little bit more complex than that. So he didn't go really dive into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's some things sometimes I'm realizing I'm listening to that I learned from your platform, nephew, and Ronnie Bo. It's some things the public just don't need to know. They couldn't handle it. They wouldn't understand it because you have to be in that arena and maneuver through those particular scenarios. You know what I mean? And then and I hear back, like Kel said, you got to be the sword in the midst of this war. You know what I mean? This life is a game of life of war, man. And if you don't know how to play it and maneuver in it, man, you're gonna be destroyed. Man. And not physically, you know what I mean, but your voice, your talent and your gift that you want to share and impart to the world can be lost. That's why I speak so passionately about when I say what I say, because I think that I believe in my soul, nephew, and I yield back. I'm an ambassador. I think we all should be, get to the point where we're ambassadors, that whatever your gifting is, the world needs that. Don't be selfish and sit on that gifting and hide behind that and listen to the evil voice of the enemy and the naysayers that try to cause you to devalue your gifting and your purpose and say it ain't worth nothing. You can't make no difference. Get them people out of your ear and surround you. And that's why platforms like yours, nephew, you just don't realize. I don't think you fully comprehend what you did for me as an OG, as a man, that helped me come out of hiding and really thank God for using you to reignite my gifting. You know what I mean? And I've grown since I came across your platform, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to even grace your platform. And I yield back.
I'm honored to share with you, man, because like I say, I'm a man of many words as well, but at the same time, I gotta be in a comfortable setting. you know. And when we come on this platform, you, J Rock, Jeff, Derek, Dean, Lex, Lil Mac, our sister Classy, Lavish Lady, Niecy Mo, Progress, everybody that comes on this platform, you know, even our visitors from Levi to Prima to Dana. I mean, I'm appreciative and thankful that people take out their time. For everybody in the chat that comes over and click that like button, hit that
Yeah.
share button, subscribe to the channel, just to come and see what Big Vi have to say. You
Yeah.
know, and like I said, I said earlier today when I came on here, you know, I put a face with the logo. You know, yeah, Big Vi have an opinion, but guess what? Everybody' opinion over here matter when we trying to make all of this shit make sense.
Right.
And you the OG on the channel, so we all year back and listening. Let you, you know, do your thing when you do your thing. Because I understand when you have a message, it has to come out. And
Yeah.
shout out to Black CEO for blessing us.
Ooh, yes.
Time that he come over on the platform.
Yes.
This man don't have to take out this time to come on this platform and
$1 million worth of game, boy.
and that's it. And I
Mm.
want to say to the people in the chat, if y'all got your uncle who don't know how to work his phone, or your auntie that don't know how to work her phone, we 2 subscribers away from hitting 2K subscribers. We 2 subscribers away from hitting 2,000 subscribers on this platform. Just got it out the mud, put in the hard work, stayed steady, stayed on pace, stayed on track, stayed in the race. Through the rain, through the hail, through the tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanoes, all the multitude of bullshit that's been going on in these YouTube streets,
Yeah.
we have stayed unbothered and haven't wavered and got involved in any of that negativity that goes about, you know. And I want to thank y'all for everything that y'all do, you know, making sure that we keep this thing positive at all time on this platform, because this is what makes people come. This is what allow people to come in, and if they never been over here, they can come and chill and say,
Right.
"Damn, no negativity going on over there. You know, ain't no drama over there." No, and if they looking for drama, they leave right away because it ain't here.
Yeah, thank you.
So let me see what I got. We at 9:16. You know, we get up out of here at 9:30. Man, shout out to this brother, man. I still don't even feel like a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame is even. That's not enough.
Yeah.
They need to put a fucking statue on side the Hollywood sign and put pop right there, or put him on the top of it or somewhere. This man deserved to be in all the history museums all over the world because he's a part of history.
Yeah.
What he was able to accomplish in 25 years of living. This man had the government afraid.
Yeah.
Just by speaking.
Yeah. You can say that again. Let that breathe. I don't know if people understand that. And that's what costs you.
Do you understand that Brenda Got a Baby came from a fucking newspaper article?
Yeah, like I just said, that's what he used to do. That's what he do. Yep, that's
the
what he
man
used to do.
picked up a newspaper and read The man picked up a newspaper and read.
Yep.
An article.
Yep. And it moved him, it touched him. Yep. And he put pen to the paper. And that's and people always think when they get close to me, people that was close to me or even know me or learn me, they always think that All Lies on Me is my favorite album, but it's not. It's Me Against the World. And now that you hear me and you listen to my mind and how I think and process information and how I deliver it and what my heart is, it will make sense to you. Not that I'm saying that, why Me Against the World would be my better choice than All Eyes on Me. And when you look at the Machiavelli album, that's actually what he was getting back to. All Eyes on Me was just that he was really pissed off. Meaning he had went through a lot and he had a lot on his chest. And he said instead of going to a therapist and pay a counselor all that money, he said, I just went in a laugh. You know what I mean? And it was his most successful album to date. You know what I mean? And he showed his versatility on there. The first double album in the hip hop genre. He paved the way. He laid it down. And every single track on there was a banger.
People don't hear. He had a lot of messages in To Live and Die in L.A.
Yes.
He talked about a lot about. He talked about
album.
A lot of society. He talked about a lot of the things that go on in society. Still to this day, in that song To Live and Die in L.A.
Yeah. But that Me Against the World, the track that I always go to when it comes on, nephew, he said, damn, another funeral.
But he always put messages in the beginning of the song.
Yeah.
They do an interview. They say, how do you feel about rappers like Tupac saying, fuck it, I had sex with your wife? This. They say, I love LA.
Yeah. But and that's what it is. Basically, what we're saying is that you can't be afraid to follow your heart. And Pac said that. He said, man, if I say that, man, if I say that, he said, forget it. I just have to follow my heart. You have to spit that from your. And he said in that Gun Range interview, if you're pushing out the real stuff from your heart and your soul, then you can go wherever your heart wants you to go. He said, but if you're not pushing out that real, in other words, you compromise, you saying all of those crazy stuff, he said, then them executives got to escort you through the hood.
But Tupac was gonna be Tupac whether he lived in Hawaii, Canada, LA, Florida. No matter where you put him at, he was gonna be who he was.
Right.
They didn't understand that.
Right.
And it's just, man. And when I think about it, I say, man, why is it so much beef in the rap industry, but we never hear about this? It's beef in the rap industry. It's beef in the R&B industry.
Yeah.
And both of those industries are dominated by African American men and women. But you don't hear about beefing in country music. You don't hear about beefing in rock and roll. You don't hear about beefing in none of that other shit.
You don't
hear about them people getting fucked out of their contracts. You don't hear none of this shit.
I know what happens, nephew. I know what happens. Just using good sense and how the industry is. I know it.
It better be happening.
Yeah. I know what happens.
Because I'm just saying, look at like they put it to where they make you think that black folks, the dominated industry that our culture dominates. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's the crab in the barrel. It's the house nigga versus the outside nigga.
Right. Right.
Who that nigga is on that nag? Them niggas ain't here for no goddamn Mandingo. They want that.
Right.
Come on, man. That's what the rap industry is. That's what the R&B. Man, you got R&B thugs out here. You got R&B thugs. You know what you saying now? Oh, Chris Brown whooping on Usher, all other time. Like, come on, man. But this is how the labels design these companies to be. It ain't no in other like rock and roll, all that shit. I'm quite sure those people talk about working together for greater purposes. But in our culture, is you better? I'm better than you. I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't finna pay you no 10,000 for a verse, nigga. You ain't worth it. I give you 2,500.
Right.
Who are you to tell me what my time is worth?
Right.
See, they'll make our people have to deal with each other. But in the other cultures, in the other genres of music, it's the executives that do all the talking and shit.
Right.
It's the companies that do the making the deals. They just call a artists and say, "Hey, we got a deal made for you to come do a feature with such and such." But then in our culture, they make the artists have to do all the work themselves. You see,
Yeah.
every time they tell you about people that Kels work with, these people that he's catching in traffic. Hey, slow down, turn around. What's
Yeah.
up, man? Now, how the hell y'all know what type of artist these is? R.Kelly and Tupac.
Right.
They shouldn't have to catch each other in traffic.
Right. Right. Yeah. Sometimes that's the best way to do it, so you don't have no interference for them doggone managers, labels, and all that. So you can't work with them. They some of the, you know what I mean? All of those crazy stuff. That's why it's good to go independent, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I'm saying they put the beef in the hip
Yeah.
hop. They
Yeah.
put
They
the beef
instigate.
in the R&B.
Yeah. They big instigators.
They instigate like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then at the same time, right? They don't say shit when them fights break out at them rock and roll concerts and shit. That don't get televised. But let somebody get into a fight at a rap show. Let the shit that happened at the Travis Scott thing, and I don't really want to talk on it too much. But look at that shit made news all over the world, but then they didn't talk about when they got. Look how short they talked about that sniper that was shooting those people at that country music concert.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like they say the movie came out when they see us.
You didn't see Bam. You didn't see Bam jump up there and attempt a dunk and not only missed the dunk,
He hung
but
on the rim.
on the rim all crazy and stuff and messed the rim up. Now the technician had to come out there and sprint. You know what I mean? The Joker tried to help by trying to jump and try to see if he could adjust it by him being that tall, but the engineer had to come out and use a level, construction level, and man, what Miami was doing, man? What they trying to do, man? They trying to cheat, man.
I don't know, man. They trying to put the magnet. They putting the magnet in the rim now. They putting the magnet in the rim now, man.
So, is J Rock in the chat? J Rock in the chat.
J Rock listening to the he
Yeah,
been
he in.
he
Yeah, he in the
watching the
chat.
game.
He in the chat.
J Rock watching the game.
J Rock, you see what Bam did to the rim? Oh man. Come on, Nuggets. Go ahead and get this over with, man. Finish this quarter out and go and start this fourth quarter, man. Go and get this out so so y'all can go back to Denver. Yeah. Yeah. You check your email today?
Oh no, I ain't. Oh, I can check it right now. You email me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, y'all. We hit the 2K
Yeah.
subscribers. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, look, I'm happy about that. We hit
Yeah.
2K, so man, 2K out the mud.
What?
2K out the mud. I'll drink to that.
Whoa, what the heck? A lady must have fainted, got sick or something. They brought a stretcher for her,
Well, shit.
trying to help her. And
We got too much going on in Miami.
like
in
it's a
Miami Heat.
like a fan or something. They put on the saying yeah. Yeah, you only got money because she right on the floor, right close to the doggone thing. So
R.I.P. Gigi say he might have broke the magnet in that ring.
right, right, yeah. I sent you one that I think will be very good, nephew, for an adult talk. That I believe that you can make parts out of it. It's just a 17 minute or so video. Um, one of the ladies that I watched, she got good commentary, she reaction, very good, balanced young woman, and she bring a good, healthy perspective to the relationship and subject. And what she shows very short clip, and then she gives her commentary reaction on it. And that particular subject, I said, man, I think this would be a good subject for adult talk. And nephew can stretch this out maybe in like 4 parts or so, maybe even longer. It's so much in there that we can really have a good dialogue between us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. I ain't gonna never send you none that ain't gonna be, what I mean, interesting. So yeah, and then I even send you the text regarding that particular text. Then I sent you another video. Um, and so just those, you can just look at those and see. It's gonna give you some ideas. It's gonna give you some ideas. You can just go from there. However way direction you want to go.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna make sure I check these emails tonight. When I get done, when I get off of here.
yeah. Ooh, good pass, Joker.
Let me see what I want to hear. Let me see what I want to hear. This is what I want to hear. When they can sing in real life too.
Yeah, yeah. I saw him live at the Airy Crown Theater a couple of years back, nephew. Threw down. It was him and Sweat.
Oh, Sweat, yeah. Sweat still get down.
Yeah,
What's up, Judah?
yeah.
Hey, how you been?
Man, I've been living, man. I've been living. That's pretty much it, man. Living and working, taking care of the kids.
Yeah, Tyler, day by day. I wanted to say something. Y'all said something earlier about collaboration, R. Kelly and Tupac. That would have been amazing. That would have been great.
Man, that's
And
been the greatest collaboration. Like I say, I
yeah,
can't see nothing topping it but Prince and Michael Jackson.
yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right.
Because I remember when Janet wanted to do a collabo with Aaliyah. Her, Janet, and Aaliyah, and Michael, all of them supposed to have been doing a collabo, but for some reason, they kept putting a stop to it. Because I remember when Aaliyah had died, and Janet was at what war show was that? She was at a war show, and she was angry. I said, why Janet standing there so angry? Now I understand why she was so angry. Because she was really wanting to work with that young lady. And they kept putting a hold to it. They kept on separating them. And it's like, why do y'all do that? And then y'all put each other against each other. It's not making sense. It's not
Yeah,
making sense at all.
I never heard that. I never knew they were trying to collab together. I never
Think
heard.
back to We Are the World. How many artists was on it?
Ooh.
Go and look it up.
A
And what
million.
artist wasn't on it?
What up, Unc? What up, Big Boy? What up, Judah, my brother? What up, y'all?
Hey, how you been?
What up, Dean?
So, but
How
nah,
you
my
living?
bad for cutting you up, but I just want to say what up to y'all.
How you living? How you living, nephew?
Let me see.
What's up, Unc? I see you see the game, man. You see the
Yes,
game.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Man.
Denver for the go knock this out the box. Fourth quarter has begun. 86-73.
Nah, that's man, Jokic's too good. That's a bad white boy right there.
Yes, sir.
But now, but back to what you saying, though, Bob. Yo, and you know what's so crazy? I always said Why my son Kels is never on We Are the World, man? I never understood that.
Right, right.
Look it up now.
Politics.
Who's all on there? I don't even think Prince was on there.
I don't think Prince was neither.
I don't recall neither.
Yeah, Prince wasn't on there neither.
Aretha Franklin was not on there. Patti LaBelle was not on there. I don't think.
No disrespect, there are the millionaires white people on there.
They might have been on tour or something, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Stuff behind the scene, man. We'll never know about, man. We'll never get that.
They say opens. We Are the World opens with Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Paul Simon, Kenny Rogers, James Ingram, Tina Turner, and Billy Joel singing in the first verse. Michael Jackson and Diana Ross follow, completing the first chorus. And Diana Ross was trying to get at Mike ass. Mike wasn't having it. No, I don't want any pussy.
Oh man.
But don't do that. Hey,
she was. Hey, Diana Ross was trying to get with Mike.
That what Dirty Diana was all about.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I never researched it. I never heard him clarify. I'm just
She was trying to get with Mike. Not then, anyway. Not that. She was old, man. She was old, man.
But they were trying to say Mike was supposedly killing it when he was 16.
I don't know, man. I know Mike had some women, so I know that.
they were definitely saying that. They were trying to say Diana was out here getting her cougar on little youngins.
46 vocals on that song.
Come on,
we got a full list right here.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Paul Simmons, Kenny Rogers, James Ingram, Tina Turner, Billy Joel, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Dionne Warwick. I don't know if I said it right. Warwick, Willie Nelson,
Dionne Warwick.
Bruce Springsteen, Kenny Loggins, Steve Perry, Daryl Hall, Hugh Lewis, Cyndi Lauper, Kim Kardashian, John Oates, Quincy Jones, Latoya Jackson.
It was some heavy hitters. It was some heavy
Anita Carter, Harry Belafonte.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like
Ray Charles, Betty Milder. Man. Oh, they put all these white folks on.
Somebody, hold on. Somebody said Prince was there, but he didn't want to sing.
You know Prince was bougie and Prince was bougie. Prince was bougie.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Jacket
Prince was real particular. Prince had his own style. He had his thing. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact.
That's what made
Prince knew he was the. Prince was one of the people he knew he was the man.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He didn't let nobody remake his music.
Right.
He was picky.
Nah,
they hit a gold mine when they broke into that store. I mean, broke into that man's vault. That man had over 8,000 unreleased songs.
Yeah. And then they lied on what's her name? Latoya Jackson. When Michael died, they said she kicked down the door of his house and went and took his music. How the hell that small ass lady gonna kick down the big ass door and take his music?
Sound like Don and Carrie though.
Yeah. Yep. Man. Yep.
But yeah, now, well, unsaid true though. A lot of certain times there should be politics.
Yep.
Now, excuse me. Now I really want Denver to whoop Miami behind that, man. I ain't got no respect for Miami now.
What happened?
They just dirty, bro. They've been doing it all day. They just dirty, man. They dirty. Joker should have knew better than that, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. They knew they was whipping their behind. They couldn't match them, bro. So they go to their tactics. That's what they do. That's what they do. I've been watching, man, and seeing what stuff they been getting away with, man. And now Joker got 5 fouls, man. He got to sit down. He got 5 fouls.
They did decent, man, for AC, but hey, Denver just like a fucking, I don't know, man. They like a Denver, man. They long, they tall. What up, Smoking? And Forrest Whitaker, that motherfucker. I'm glad he got a bald head now, because that's all gonna happen.
Yeah, him and Chris Tucker sitting there, at the game. They must stay in Florida or something.
They probably do.
I know Chris stay in Atlanta and LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forrest Whitaker cut that whole thing out looking like he had some sandpaper 40 grit. He been looking the same. I mean, he aging well. The dude been looking the same.
That's a fact. So for like the last 20 years, Forrest Whitaker looked the same. You know, he looks old and young, but you know, certain people like they age well as time go on. They look old young, but then as time go on, they still look the same.
Yeah.
You know, some people that just age like shit.
Yeah, man. But I think this new I mean, I guess I'm gonna give it a look to try to see. I think somebody. I just had a busy day. I know I read somebody was telling me they think it's the same. It's the same thing that from before. You know, this Aaliyah biopic or whatever.
Man, I see Dame Dash ass in it, and I already know it's gonna be some hating inside that shit.
But what they better do is they better make sure they eat everything on their plate while they can, because once this shit hit the fan and they say in the appellate court ruling Jennifer Bonjean's favor that it was some bullshit, it was some fuckery, flags on the play, man.
Who was behind the Leo biopic? Because that should have made it better than what it was.
They trying to say that the family is behind the new one, but then you know how that goes. Somebody saying, well, the family not behind it. So
That's could not for nothing. I searched her mom name up. Her mom name would have been trending if she was behind it. I know, bro. They will refuse. That's over their dead body where they wouldn't let that lady. Because not for nothing, she was one of the people that said nothing went on. So you think they gonna really let that lady have any power or say so in that? Hell no. Because that lady will come out. Once I seen Dame Dash name and that shit, I already know it's gonna be some fuckery.
Oh, his name in it? The new one?
Yeah, they say he's supposed to be in it. And they got other people and names I seen in it. I'm like, yo, bro, none of these people that I seen about to even speak on the situation, they don't even know R.Kelly or Aaliyah. So I'm just in my head like, I got a bunch of people in it that don't even like.
Not the only one hearing that static or.
No, that's then you on a Bluetooth or something?
Yeah, that's my headphones. Hold on, let me take my shit out.
You got them Walkman headphones.
Nah, these the Apple. These the Apple.
Damn, Apple. You know what? You need to call Apple, man. You need to call them and tell them they got you fucked up online.
You know what? When I saw that picture of Aaliyah where she's supposed to be asleep,
he's Johnny 5 on this motherfucker.
When I saw that picture of Aaliyah when she's supposed to be asleep, I think that woman was dead already.
I don't know, man. I don't like to get into too much of it,
Yeah, let me say this, Judah. Let me say this. You see the play. Nephew always points this out. He always points this out, man. Mm-hmm. These jokers have been backpedaling. People have been trying to change their stories from what they put out. People have resigned from careers. People dodging, man. These people looking at this paperwork, they seeing these doggone monsters going. They know this lady is a whole different beast mode level. They know she has no one to be playing with. People lose their career, man. They finna get this work. They finna get this smoke, dude.
Yeah, they did it wrong. You know what?
Hurry up before this appeal go through, man. They trying to get money. That's all this stuff. Every time you
Yeah,
get close
yeah.
to win, everything is
They
in
trying to
their
make as
favor.
much money as they can before this
Yes,
appeal
nephew.
hit.
I yield back, nephew. Exactly, nephew. Bingo.
I told everybody what it was the other night. They trying to collect as much dividends as they can. So once that appeal come out, and whether they don't just dismiss the case because they don't want a retrial. Because if they do a retrial, it's really gonna kill all their narratives.
It's double jeopardy on. Yeah.
Cause not for nothing. Trust me, them they could even remember the lies they told months ago. Much as you
Right,
gonna sit
right.
there and remember lies
Yeah.
you told years
No,
ago.
they couldn't even
Yeah.
remember the lie they told the day before. Fuck months ago. They
You
get that motherfucker the next day. I need to see my statements from yesterday. God damn, you just said it yesterday.
answer me this. When Mary J. Blige was on 106 and Park, and she spoke about Aaliyah, and she said for what she heard and for what she know, it wasn't supposed to go down that way. I said, what does she mean by that? What is that supposed to mean? It wasn't supposed to go down. What was supposed to go down that way?
That could
Like
mean
she
a
said, I
lot.
heard this, and for what I know, it wasn't supposed to go down. Like what was it? About what? That's why I started looking at Damon Dash side as well too. Like, man,
You said who you looking at side, Judah?
Damon Dash. Like, he can't even look in the camera when he speaks sometimes, because he's not saying all what he need to be saying.
He's a clown. Cause ain't no way
I'm gonna tell you why he's clown.
he gonna sit there and say to the world, the only reason why I was in the Fiesta video, Aaliyah, one first time she said, "Oh no, he's a really good guy." So that was the only reason why I jumped in the video. I'm sorry, I ain't like I'm a different cat. I ain't getting in no video that used to screw my chick. Man,
I'm gonna tell you why he's a clown. He's a clown because you let a nigga take your whole career and you ain't do nothing about it.
Exact facts. Something you
But
built.
you want to come and have a problem with R.Kelly, but the nigga that took your whole identity and you ain't got a problem with it. You going around on platforms crying, talking about you got cookies for sale. Nigga, you done went from Dame Dash to fucking Famous Amos. You stupid.
And get this. Mary J. Blige just said what happened to Aaliyah.
Wait a minute.
Only thing he said.
Wait a minute. He went from Damon Dash to what?
Famous Amos. He was on 106. He was on Breakfast Club with cookies. Selling.
He deserved to be on that station. I can't stand that doggone platform. I don't watch that garbage.
Wow.
You would let a nigga Debo you out of everything. Debo you out of your generational wealth, but you got a problem with R. Kelly.
Yeah. I know they keep asking him about Jay-Z. He never want to answer the question. But as soon as you talk about Robert, he got a whole lot to say.
If a nigga that took your whole livelihood, you better not speak on that motherfucker no more. Show me how bad you is.
Hey, when Jay-Z got it, he flipped it and made a profit of what?
Yeah, 60 million.
Now, man.
You talking about Big Pimpin'? He sold it for Jay-Z. Man,
you right. I deflect too. I don't want to speak on that motherfucker. But speaking on R. Kelly gonna get you fucked up too.
Only thing he ever have to say is, "Hold it, Jay-Z's a snake. He's grimy." That's all he ever have to say.
Yeah.
You saying something the whole world already know. Come on.
Or his son had owned a restaurant when he was 22. And what? Okay, good. Puffy had a restaurant in his son's name called Justice. What's the difference?
Oh man.
Dad sad, man. He going around getting these little ass crumbs, doing these interviews. You poor, man. You doing bad, bro. You Lifetime won't even give you a starting role, nigga. You was a fill-in.
Oh,
Did y'all hear that T-Bob's about to whoop Puffy ass in front of the hotel in New York? Back in the day, he said something crazy to her. She was about to go upside.
Man, I don't understand these dudes, but I'm gonna tell you this though. From the way things have been going, from the way things have been going, these people keep on speaking ill on Kells and keep doing bad shit to try to do bad shit to R.Kelly. It is a class action lawsuit against Johnson baby powder, Darren Johnson. He going down.
Oh, you ain't already went down, boy.
Michael Avenatti and goddamn Jim Derogatis got asbestos. I mean, they going down.
And don't forget, you gotta put there go the lawsuit. You gotta put her in that too.
The girl that looked like a fucking a gerbil. What's her name? The ambulance chamber. Gloria Allred, man.
Oh man, the devil.
That woman don't look like a bald cat. I mean, a shaved cat, bro. I don't know what to say.
It's a bug too.
That's the devil.
Kanye finna give her that work. She want to go out to Kanye. You talking about somebody who don't give a fuck. I seen Kanye walking outside going, I don't know where he was headed to, but the sun gun was barefooted. I think, but see, you know what though? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now Kanye walking around in these Balenciaga socks, right? They just socks. Wait, just give it a minute. You gonna start seeing this shit trending everywhere. The dude put on some goddamn boots up to his knees in 100 degrees, and you see people doing this shit. What is the world coming to, man? You see the big red boots off of the damn Ronald McDonald?
The Mario boots, as Boozy called them. He said Gunna told so he could come home and cop Mario boots.
Man, that's the. I'm not even gonna comment on that stuff, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. When I saw those, I was like, what in the world?
Yo, Boosie said Gunna told so he could come home and cop Mario boots.
Man.
T-Pain is selling Frosties at Wendy's. Wendy's doing all bad. They went and got a nigga that don't even got a platinum record in 10 years. Come on, man. That Pippi Longstocking got to be rolling in her grave.
Y'all know who I think they took out also? Remember Ron Newton, Michael Jackson's best friend?
Oh, yeah, that's my guy. Ron Newton went to Vlad. Ron Newton went to Vlad, bitch ass.
Ron Newton said, what he said? He said, man, I forgot what Ron Newton said. He said something like this. He said, you think if Michael Jackson was over here touching on my kids or whatever?
He said Michael be dead. He said Vlad say, what would have happened to him? He said, shit, I would have killed him. But the thing he did say was this. He said the federal government came to him.
Yeah.
So somebody told the federal government that Ronnie Newton had pictures of his kids in Michael Jackson's house. He said, so the people called him to come meet. The government called him up to set up a meet. He said, so you know me. I'm trying to be a player from the human layer. I go meet with the people to see what they talk about, so I could take the information back to Joe Jackson and Johnny Cochran. He said he get up there. They tell him, hey, I hear you got pictures of your kids in the Arsenio Ranch or whatever it's called, Michael Jackson house. He said, yeah, I do. He said, but I took these pictures. You know, the one of his son with a pamper on, with Michael Jackson glove on. And he say shit. The people say, well, we got $200,000 for you. All you gotta do is just say he touched your child.
Fact.
Wow.
Facts. He definitely said down the Vlad interview. He said, yo,
he said, what? The man, it was supposed to be a part 3 to that interview. The next week, Ronnie Newton was dead.
Wow.
Ron New died. It's supposed to be a part 3. Ron New was dead the next week.
Damn.
He went back and told Johnny Cochran and Joe Jackson what they were trying to do.
Aaron Carter. Look at Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter said it. He hung out with Mike and came back to the hotel.
Aaron Carter and them, they
I ain't
speak highly of
I
Mike.
ain't gonna play Vlad shit on. I ain't gonna share the screen.
You said Aaron Carter did what now?
I said Aaron Carter speaks highly of Mike.
Yeah, he said his mother was trying to make him lie on that man. I said, damn.
Yeah, that's a bro.
This is sick how these parents. You see what Stephanie Mills said? She said, when I'm going to visit, these parents are dropping their kids off in front of the damn gate. She said, I'll try to get in.
Look at how that shit with Tiffany Haddish and Eric Spears just died.
Yo, Vibe, you peep
Hold
though.
on, here we go. I got it right here, running new. Let y'all hear.
Yep. Let him. Let him.
Now, but the Jackson 5 and all them, they were signed to Motown.
Yeah. No, they were gone then.
Oh, they were gone by then.
Yeah, they was gone.
Okay,
to
and
CBS.
Michael Jackson had his deal with who?
CBS. Yeah,
CBS.
they deal with CBS. Then.
Okay, so Jackson Records was something that Joe Jackson, that was his own
Michael
project.
had put his money with it. It was Jackson family money, Captain, everybody's money.
Okay. So you now
signed. Michael, because at that time Joe had Janet Jackson and Latoya.
Janet Jackson.
It was on
and Latoya. Oh,
yeah,
they were on Jackson Records.
Yeah, they were on Jackson Records.
Aha. Okay. So now you're signed to Joe Jackson.
Right. And I'm managing with him because we're cousins. We found out we was cousins from Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
So he said, "Okay, we cousins. I'm gonna split the management with you, and pay you, and make sure you guys is all right."
Okay. And what was it like doing business with Joe Jackson?
I love Joe Jackson to death.
To death.
Joe Jackson gave me, he's not the mean guy that everybody say he is. He had to be hard on his boys because he didn't want them to get in trouble. My situation was different. I was a gangster. Joe was a working man out of the mill, so it was a difference. I didn't really believe in abusing my kids whooping on my kids because I was abused by myself. But I was pretty rough on my kids too. I mean, I did some crazy stuff to my kids, like he threw Terrence Howard threw his kids in the trunk. I threw my boys in the trunk, the two Ronnies, because something came up missing and they were supposed to be watching it. So I got mad while they was rehearsing at the ranch. We had a ranch with horses, and I threw them in the trunk and shot at the trunk, over the trunk, not in the trunk, but over the trunk. Had them kicking and scared to death. But when they came out the truck, they were soldiers after that.
Right. So now the Neutrons assigned to Jackson Records.
Right.
And did you start to meet Michael Jackson during this time?
I met Michael Jackson at that time. We did a show at the Roxy for Jackson Records, and Michael came in. Michael, Latoya, and Janice all came, which is in my book. I read it probably in my book. And Michael saw my kids and went crazy. Said and taped it. Matter of fact, he has a tape of the Roxy show where he taped it, and he said, then that was the night of my wife's birthday, and we were staying at the Sunset Hotel on Sunset, and that morning after doing the show, Joe called and invited us over for breakfast, and we stayed over there almost a day and a half, and we spent the night over there. And after that, I started visiting the ranch frequently, talking to Mike, hanging out with Mike, and all that.
This is Neverland Ranch,
right? Neverland. No, this is Abraham's Ranch. This when everybody was thousands of people outside the door, and nobody could get in, but people that was on the list. Bill Bray was security there.
Okay.
And I'll never forget it because I used to tell my kids one day we're gonna get to the Jacksons, right? And we used to go on a yellow bus and sit out in the front, and never could get in, right? And my kids like, Dad, let's go home. I want to go home because I had moved to the Granada Hills too. And they said, I want to go home. I said, let me get off the bus. And I pulled a bunch of flowers from Joe Jackson's front yard. And I said, I'm going to pray on these flowers, right? And the next thing I know, we went down to the Jackson's house. And my kids said, Dad, is this real? I said, watch this. They said, who might say is calling? I said, the Neutrons, and the black gate go. I looked at joyful look on my kids' eyes. They were like amazed. That was the greatest thing I ever did for them in their life. That was better than money. They was going to see the greatest that ever did it, Michael Jackson, the king of pop. My kids were like, oh, Dad, you pulled it off. Oh, Dad, we love you. And then Michael came out, they hugged him, and they all ran around Encino Ranch and just having fun playing with Louis the Lamb and he had a great big old snake. And I don't know if his name was Joe, but I think it was Joe. He had a big old, what they call that snake?
Anaconda?
Almost like an anaconda, right? Right. About 50 feet long.
Joe.
I said, Joe? And they said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. And so Louis the Lamb spit at me, right? He like to, it was one of them things that like to spit at you, that we know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Spit all the time. And so he had Bubbles, and I'll never forget, the kids was playing with Bubbles, so Bubba bit Jay.
Bubbles is the monkey.
It's the monkey. Bubba bit Jay on his arm. And Jay said, Dad, he bit me. Michael said he did what?
And I want y'all, everybody that's listening, I mean, I know it's on Vlad, but you go on YouTube and type in Ron Newton, and y'all will be able to see this video. And he's going to actually show the pictures of everything that he's talking about. He got pictures of these incidents that took place. So, people might listen and be like, if you question it, go on YouTube, type in Ron Newton, and he gonna show the actual pictures and everything of these events that he's talking about.
What? He said, Bubba, did you bite him? He said, Michael said, bam, slapped him to his knees. And Bubba said, I said, what is he doing? Michael said, praying for his life. Because he did the wrong thing.
So Michael Jackson beat up Bubbles.
Hit him with an 8-piece. With an 8-piece. Mike was fast.
Really?
Oh my God.
Well, monkeys are really strong, though.
Yeah, but he couldn't mess with Mike. Mike hit him so fast, made him down on his knees. Praying.
So Michael just beat the crap out of Bubbles.
He hit him with an 8-piece. Like Mayweather hit Pacquiao.
Okay. Now, later on, Michael was being charged.
Here you go talking about what they tried to do.
And you actually got dragged into this.
A friend of mine told National Inquiry that he knew some family that knew the Jacksons. And they called me on the phone and asked me to come.
I don't care what nobody say. That dude worked for the feds, man. He worked for the feds.
Someone go and see what they talking about. So I could take the information back to Mike and Johnny Cochran. So I go down and I say, yeah, what's happening? So they say, yeah, well, I said, well, they said, what I'm here for? I said, I'm here to help Michael. Oh, he said, oh no, we don't. That ain't what we want with you. We heard it that your boy spent nights at the house. We want to know if Michael tampered with him. I just picked him up or touched him in any kind of way. If he did, we got $200,000 for you. I said, huh? I had just got out of prison. I said, man, I can't do that. Can't tell no lie like that. I ain't doing that. He said, you so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna draw a check up, a contract up, and I'm gonna show you for to give you $200,000.
So they want to pay you $200,000 to say that Michael Jackson
draw a contract.
Let's touch him or whatever. Man,
right.
Let's touch him or anything.
What would you have done if you found out that Michael Jackson molested your kids?
What you think I would have done, man? I'm a gangster. Come on, man. Right. Ain't a bit of problem. Come on.
Right. Well, you told me back when we met up years ago that if that would have happened, you would have killed Michael Jackson.
If he had touched my kids?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. But I love Mike, and I know Mike didn't do that, so he didn't have no problem with it.
Exactly. So but you showed me a picture a while back.
Right.
It was your son.
I can't stand it, man.
I get what Uncle saying. He tried, you know what I'm saying? He gonna go back. Why you had to state that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Vlad. He worked for the feds, man. He worked for the feds. And he against our culture, man.
But our culture keep running to him.
So comfortable. They say stuff that they don't even realize what they saying. They get caught up. And seems like a couple of them, they done left his interviews and got indicted and got caught. Man,
our culture keep running to him like a goddamn processed perm back in the day. They want to sit there on. Well, he's not even there. They sitting in a goddamn room, just sitting there answering questions.
And that's how they do when they bring you down and they question you without your representative and all of that. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's
interrogation. Interrogations on Negroes.
There you go, man. Dude, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I can't stand that dude, man. I can't stand that dude, man.
What was that comedian? The comedian said, Vlad, you make money off our culture. And he said, you're right. He confessed that he do.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's check this out, man. Eddie Griffin say Tupac
Yeah.
was the only rapper to bring power that be on him. Let's see.
You never see him slander Harvey Weinstein, but every
Right.
chance he get, he could slander Mikey and Kels.
Right. Right.
So let's talk about 2001. You showed up in a skit on Dr. Dre's 2001 album, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. Yeah. How did that happen?
It was his birthday party the night before, and he had his birthday, so we was upstairs at I don't know the name of the shit now, but it was right next door to Maribel's. A little dive bar right there on the corner of Holloway, right there.
Okay.
There used to be a tower
right there. Yeah, right there. So near the Sky Bar and all that. Yeah.
So anyway, we upstairs, his birthday, and I was saying something about bitches and shit. So he said, "Nigga, I want that." He said, "Come by the studio tomorrow." So anyway, came by. So I'm just sitting there, I'm looking at my watch. This is an hour that went by. He ain't asked me to get in the booth yet. I got shit to do. I'm like, nigga, I ain't no motherfucking fan, nigga. When we gonna record this shit? They like, give him another drink. So I had another drink. Well, nigga, do this shit again. Just kept playing beats and shit, tweaking music, right? I said, nigga, give me one more drink. I get another drink. I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck. He said, put the nigga in the studio. This is when I knew he was a producer, but he know how to get what he wants. He was resetting where I was last night when I was on tip saying this shit. So he just kept saying, get a nigga another drink. So the madder I got, and then when I got to the point, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. Put that nigga in the booth. I got that motherfucker went off for about 35 minutes. He kept that 5-minute piece there.
And that's when you said thirsty bitches. And
no, that wasn't that. The one I'm talking about is biggest hoes on planet Earth. It's motherfucking mama.
Yeah. But the thirsty bitches?
Thirsty bitches. That was
Yeah, but Vlad always want to point out some other shit.
It's 2001.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that thirsty is still a term. Yeah. It's a big term. You know, you hear everyone saying, "Oh, that bitch thirsty," or "That dude is thirsty." But you kind of came up with that.
Yeah, it was off the dome as usual. Yeah.
As usual. Okay. So you were actually there when they were doing 2001, or just just those skits?
Only the government and the feds know an answer to a question that they already asked you.
Right.
Man, y'all better pay attention when I be talking, man. I don't be just talking just to talk out of my forehead.
Real name is Paul Foreman. Funny motherfucker. So we shot Gin and Juice out of this old drive-in theater. I remember Snoop's uncle.
All right, Denver won. It's 3-0, Denver. 3-1. Denver Nuggets are leading the series 3-1.
This shit over with going back to Denver.
Smoking blunts and shit, come out smoking everywhere.
Did you know Tupac?
Yes, I knew Tupac.
You guys were close?
Yes, we used to shoot pool up at the Hyatt used to have a little pool hall there next to the comedy store when you come down to see the show. Yes, I know Pac. Yes.
I mean, we've talked about this, and I talked to a lot of people about this on camera. Is that you don't have anyone with the social message that Pac had. Since Bob Marley, I feel.
Yeah.
You got Bob Marley, you got Tupac, and then you got nothing.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you could look at all the big rappers today. I mean, J. Cole does a little something. Kendrick, does his thing, but I don't think it's at the caliber of a Tupac. Mm-hmm. And I think they would.
All of those observations, accolades, he's still a bum, and I don't like him. And he worked for the feds.
Nobody is daring to beat down on him. What was he doing so bad that the camera is always in his motherfucking face?
Well, he wanted to be in front of the camera. You don't think Pac was drawn to the camera?
See what I'm talking about? That's government talk. That's bad talk, man.
See how Pac was drawn to the camera, Eddie Griffin. Now the camera was drawn to him.
The problem is every time an artist have an issue, they got to blame themselves on why them Caucasian folks keep doing what's wrong.
That's what I'm talking about, Judah. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Because he know his people is wicked, and the Bible speaks against them damn devils.
That's all I'm talking about, man. Him himself, not the ethnicity. Him himself. I'm only
Yeah.
speaking about that human being, that individual. Vlad Putin, whatever the hell his name is, from Count Dracula, wherever he come from, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why we keep going on that doggone platform, dude.
And look what they did to Monique. They cut her show. They cut
Hey,
that woman's show.
do y'all watch this dude? He's from Atlanta. It's him and his wife that come on. He got a nice little skit they be doing. He started with the name Jack Game. You know, now it's E and Nikki.
I
You know what
heard
I
of
mean? He didn't have to change his because somebody got hacked his channel, so he had to change his name up. But he's from Atlanta, dark skinned and slender dude,
it.
and his wife is always one that be holding the camera.
Yeah, I heard it.
Anytime he's doing skit, he got this comment saying that he always say when they whatever the skit is, and she be asking him a question, whatever the skit is, he be like, hold on. He said, "What you on, man? Who are you, man?" He always use that phrase. That's what that dude Vlad remind me of. Every time he asks a question, man, they be responding and don't understand. Like you supposed to, your response to be, "Whoa, dude." He was interviewing a mobster guy, I think, from back in the day. And dude was like, "Man, how you get that information?" Some to that effect. You're like, "Man, how you know that? How you find that out?" Because he worked for the government, man. He worked for the
Yeah.
Fed. How you
Yeah.
know? That's how you know, man. He be doing stuff in the hood, man. In the
You know that boy that played on D.L. Hughley, the D.L. Hughley show as his son. Remember he went on there with the tattoos. He had all tattoos on.
I haven't seen since he got grown, so I wouldn't even know what he looked like.
Hold on, let's listen to this right quick, y'all. Hold on, let's listen to Eddie Griffin talk about this encounter right here with Michael Jackson buying the beat. This shit was funny though. It was.
They won 60. Mike gave him an extra 5.
You know what I mean? So, and he was just a real motherfucker with a healthy sense of humor. Nigga. He can set your ass up.
Yeah, I heard Mike was kind of gangster. Like I heard Mike would like beat up his monkey every so often.
Let me put it like this.
Oh Lord.
You know what's gangster? I own Sony's publishing. Every time Beyonce and Jay-Z make a song, Michael was getting a check. He bought the Beatles.
Yeah.
While I'm doing the video with the Beatles. That's gangster.
Right.
Michael walks in the Paul McCartney. You gonna sell the Beatles? How much you sell them for? Oh, I don't know. You know, about 60 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. That motherfucker go right to his trailer, get his people on the phone. Paul don't find out till the next fucking day Michael done bought the Beatles. That motherfucker come on and say, "How can you buy Beatles? How can you buy Beatles?" The girl is mine.
Your publishing's mine.
This nigga's a gangster, nigga.
Michael Jackson was gangster.
You don't make $1 billion being no pop motherfucker.
Yeah. I remember I had this long conversation with Ronnie Newt. You know that one? Ronnie Newt was he was a gangster from the Bay Area, but he had a group called the Neutrons.
I remember the Neutrons.
Yeah, the Neutrons.
Only the fans know that type of information, man.
I remember he was originally, I think, signed to Joe Jackson, so he was around Michael Jackson. He had pictures of, he was wearing the glove at his house and stuff like that. And I remember he showed me this picture. He said, "Listen, this is a picture of my son at Michael Jackson's house in his underwear. I took this picture of my son. They tried to pay me $100,000 to say
just lied that quick now.
Yeah.
Lied that quick. The man said 200,000.
Yeah.
Just that quick. Now this is how lies get spread in the
Yeah.
hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how lies. Now we just listening to this shit. He lied on this man running dude just that quick, man.
Yeah, man.
At Michael Jackson's house in his underwear. I took this picture of my son. They tried to pay me $100,000 to say that Michael Jackson molested my son. And use this picture as evidence. I said, let me tell you something. Michael Jackson molested my son, I would have killed Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson never touched my son.
Nigga, and Bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody would have made it. Right. So
he said all that was bullshit.
I knew that from Jump Street. I was the only celebrity that went to court with the nigga the first day. Yeah.
You actually went to court with him
Yes, I did.
during the whole.
See that?
Nigga rode in my limo. He was so nervous he didn't book a car. I drove from my house in Malibu at the time down to Neverland.
Wow.
Catherine was in the car, and I think it was Jermaine. And we pulled up, and they had the fucking red carpet rolled out at the courthouse. Rows of motherfucking cameras. I'm like, nigga, is this a movie premiere or a court date? I was nervous, nigga. I was like, this ain't nothing but a hearing. I said, I've been to court when I'm figuring out how much time I'm getting. You walk in and say guilty or not guilty, and you walk the fuck out. And the nigga walked out, jumped on top of the SUV, and started dancing for the fucking fans.
I remember that.
The judge was mad, talking about we late. If there's 10,000 people on the fucking street, we in the car, we on time, we can't get through the motherfuckers till the police show up and move the crowd out the way. Right. And like, gee, he stood up in that courtroom, niggas, not guilty, and did a dance move.
What year he said that was? What year he said that was?
This was when Mike was going to court.
2005.
Hold on, just a second.
I think he beat it 2005.
But guess who else was there? Guess who else was at that court date?
Bill.
Do y'all remember the woman that played Will Smith's mother in The Fresh Prince?
Which one, the dark skin one or the light skin one?
Not his auntie, the one playing his mother with the long hair.
Oh yeah. I know you talking about. Yeah.
She was in Michael Jackson court date. They were trying to force her to testify against Michael. She said, no, I refuse.
That's my. I love her. I love her.
She said, I didn't know what was going on. She said, I get a letter. They talking about you had appeared in the Michael Jackson trial. She said, for what? Man, that's just crazy. All this mess is crazy, man.
All I got to say is, let my brother out that doggone cage, man.
Yeah.
Period.
Facts.
Period.
Cows.
And if anybody that's in the bushes, anybody in the chat that got brothers, uncles, husband, boyfriend, significant others, all those that's around you, always remember that any one of us can be touched.
Yeah.
If we can do it, that's to bring the stuff back full circle.
Yeah.
If they do it to someone at that level, man, when they know this man was totally innocent of this bogus that they put out there, all just to go behind this man's generational wealth that he ground with blood, sweat, and tears, man, from really getting out the dirt, out the mud. You know what I mean? With all the adversity, all the limitations, all the stuff that came at him. Ain't no excuse, man, when nobody got more advantages, man, that you ain't doing what you should be doing to be the best human that you can possibly be. Ain't no excuse, no matter who you are and what you doing in life, man. We got to keep on putting this work out. We got to keep on talking about this BOP, man. We got to keep on addressing them text messages, man. Put this stuff out, man. We got to keep sending prayers up for Miss Bondine and her law firm, man. That God continue to put a hedge around her and protect that woman, man, and her team and the heart that she has for what she's been able to see and take on, man. And it can be done with all our support. I believe that individuals, and I back to anybody on the panel. I believe that there's individuals that's starting to wake up that may have been on the other side that maybe didn't even take the time out to do their own research and fact check for themselves, even though they went with the years of allegation and there. I think because of stuff that's been coming out when we've been addressing it, and receipts for this culture seem to be everything for some reason. But if you do your research on your own, you can find stuff. You know what I mean? You just got to be a independent thinker.
That's
You,
it.
you got to be an independent thinker to walk in this world. Not just this case, but to walk in this world, whatever it is you're doing. If you're not an independent thinker and you let them spin the narrative and you go with what they're talking about, then you're going to be a lost somebody, man. Because it's a cost to walk in integrity. It's a cost to walk in righteousness and goodness and fairness, to stand up for that. It's a cost for that. People got a bullet waiting for you. And
Yeah.
I ain't talking about one that's always in the chamber.
Mm.
People so evil, and they've given a soul over to the evil one, that people despise people that walk in righteousness and goodness.
Yeah.
And I yield back.
All right, I'm gonna play this one
Yeah.
last little thing from Eddie Griffin, and we're gonna close it out at 10:30. But he made a point on Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
When he said no black entertainer leave the game clean.
Is a systematic effort to destroy every black male entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. I mean, that's like a motherfucker robbing me, and then I wait 30 years to call the police. I got robbed in 1984.
Right, because
Right.
there's no,
And it's him.
because it's past the statute of limitations, so there's no criminal charge.
There is a systematic effort to destroy every black male entertainer's image. They want us all to have an actress by a name. Kobe raped a white woman in Colorado. Dr. Cosby raped 37 bitches and still counting. Nobody leaves this business clean. Michael Jackson fucked little white children.
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan gambled.
Right. Then his dad got killed.
You understand?
They try to tie that.
You're not going to die clean.
I mean, everything that Bill Cosby has built up, the decades of work,
Man.
You know what, Vlad? Won't you talk about the country that was stolen from our people? Y'all haven't paid for those crimes yet. Who gonna pay for those damn crimes?
Well, Vlad said that was them, not him. His name is in it, and he ain't in it.
Look,
man, I
that
tell
man get a
y'all
kick
this.
off our falling. He get a kick out of it.
I tell y'all this, but you know what? We can't blame Vlad when our people continue to go and give him the leverage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when is our people gonna wake up? If you already a big name star in the industry, what do you need Vlad to be relevant for?
Yeah. You're right.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Just like I was saying earlier, the white artists, they don't face the same injustice like our people do. They don't. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, they don't.
All I can tell y'all is to go listen to that Machiavelli album again.
Mm-hmm.
And Pac gonna explain to you why.
Wow.
There's a track on there that Pac addresses that on that particular album. See, they know the difference between, you know, when that's me talking about rap because I mentioned that, and we get back and get on out of here. They know the difference between back then when the Guru Gangstar was talking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They you know, even Public Enemy to a certain extent. You know what I mean? NWA, you know what I mean? These conscious rappers, not taking away from the other rappers and what they brought to the culture. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is those individuals that push the boundaries
Yeah.
Those elitists
Yeah.
that's in that high place and that govern, that control your destiny and your family's destiny. They shouldn't pay attention to those individuals that it's a difference what Tupac Amaru Shakur speaks. Yeah, he talk about this, he talk about that, but that's a small percentage. The bulk of really what he's saying, he's trying to reestablish a revolution,
Yeah.
an awakening. And when Pac got appointed new Black African Panther chairman, they was even more so on his radar. Because he was gathering, he sat down with people that major cities that was in the pen, major soldiers that was in the pen that had weight, that was in agreement with him being a leader and moving the movement. So he was trying to pull together Treach by Nature following fan base, Snoop's, MC Hammer, his, and pulling together an alliance of a political party. Those individuals were sitting paying attention to that. And remember the echoes of J. Edgar Hoover, the uprising of any Black Messiah must be annihilated.
Yeah.
So we must infiltrate his inner circle. They did the same thing to Malcolm X. They did the same thing to Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
They did the same thing to Bob Marley. They did that to Bruce Lee. That fool for thought. I yield back. Nephew back. It's been a marvelous live. Denver Nuggets 3-1. They go back to Denver. Sunday, it's a wrap. We predicted Sunday's a wrap. Okay. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I yield back. Okay, it's not gonna go past game 6. I'll give Miami that. I'll give them that. But today was critical. It took some wind out their sail. I yield back, nephew.
Did you hear Left Eye? Both of her solo albums? Man, you can't tell me she wasn't the female version of Tupac. She rapped just like that man. And I'm listening to her music. I'm like, damn, what? That's the reason why they didn't want her albums to be released. That woman, both of them Gemini, so you know how that is.
Yeah, he wrote a song. He wrote a song for her. He called her name. He called her Ebony in the song. That was for her.
Man.
I forgot what album that was on.
She was another real one. She was. They're just taking our people out left and right, man.
President Trump started off his campaign, and now he's back, goddamn, indicted again.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Me Too movement. But I'm gonna tell you, Me Too movement, time's up. You motherfuckers count y'all days. I'm telling y'all, count y'all days.
Oh, not only that, what happened to the male version of Surviving R.Kelly?
Well, they come to find out all of them was rapists.
Man.
Okay, man. Look, y'all. I done had a good time, and I've been on here for a long time. And I'm finna be exiting the show, exiting the stage left. Shout out to everybody, man.
You
Shout
can
out
run
to
the street
everybody in the
with your
chat.
thugs.
Shout out to Unc, shout out to Dean, shout out to Judah. I appreciate y'all for coming in and kicking it with me tonight. We held it down, man. Another great live, another successful live, drama free. Let's not forget to mention.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, keeping it this way so the message do not get
Lost.
distracted.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to get lost in the sauce. We ain't the white people that put the sauce and then the meat balls, then the spaghetti on the table separate. You know what I'm saying?
Why you do that?
We cook our shit up together over here.
Hey, I don't want no smoke. I yield back. I don't want no smoke.
No offense to anybody that make their spaghetti that way, but that ain't spaghetti. That's pasta, baby.
Hey, man. Hey. That's what makes us a good country, man. We got a lot of diversity, man. We can learn from each other, man.
But they don't want to learn how to cook. They don't want to learn none of the real shit. They don't want to learn the real shit they need to learn. They want to steal, goddamn me. They want to steal your identity. They want to steal who you are, but can't operate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
That being said, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Most definitely, man.
You too.
Major love and support to each and every one of y'all for coming out and
don't forget to look at those emails. I sent you 2 emails, and then I sent you some text that coincide with those emails to give you some ideas for future lives, and I laid out an outline. So let me know what you think.
All right, we'll do. And I hit you up. What time you moving around tomorrow?
I'm off until Monday.
Oh hell no, man! I'm watching the news, and this fucking bus driver choking a damn kid, man.
What? I don't see that.
I'm gonna have to talk about this tomorrow. Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to pull this up, and somebody should been. I'm looking.
It's a black bus driver.
Wow.
This motherfucker stupid.
Can you determine how old the kid is? Maybe
maybe probably 2nd, 3rd grade, man.
Oh wow.
The kid talking back to him, but you still ain't got no right to put your fucking hand on somebody else's child. Cut the bitch, man.
The yellow school bus?
Man, the yellow school bus.
Oh no.
Man, y'all would have been 10. What big Richardson ISD? Richardson ISD.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna have it all. They're gonna have it all over the news. They're gonna have it all over the news.
Oh hell, man, you stupid as hell, man. Yeah. We're gonna have to start doing asshole of the week or something.
Yeah.
And he most definitely finna be the first one to make it.
Wow. I ain't heard nothing about that. Yeah, but it's gonna get.
The boy got bruises all around his neck and everything.
Yeah, it'll come up on my feed. Yeah, it'll come up on my feed. Yeah. People, man. Let
me see something. I used to be a bus driver. I know those students can, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. That kind of work is not for everyone.
Nah, hell no, man. I used to have one stop and picked up 60 kids. And I tell you, man, I was in a goddamn project.
Wow. Man. Wow. See, all that prepared you for the move, man. I can't even imagine. 60?
Man,
wow.
60 students at one project.
Wow, and drop each and every one of them off.
Now they was all going to one school.
Okay.
Keep talking, keep talking.
But you still had to travel, before you got to the school to deal with whatever the ruckus that they may have not, stirred up along the trip, there and back. Ooh, man. Wow. Yeah, that's something. Man. Man, Dean, what you been on, nephew? What you been good? What's been good with
My bad. Nah, I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm just listening to y'all, and I'm
you?
watching this
I'm
little.
just saying, what you been on, man?
Oh,
You and the missus, man. How's
nah,
everything out there, man, in Brooklyn, man?
everything Gucci on my end. Everything Gucci. Everything Gucci.
Man, I'm gonna have to find some man sometime, man. I ain't really been nowhere, you know what I mean, man. And I've been on YouTube a number of times and seeing all of these good places of good soul food and jerk places, man, and different ideas how they do in the community. I'm like, man,
Yo,
you
you know what something I want to try,
tell me
and
spots, man.
I know. I see like it's kind of like big in Chicago culture.
Yeah.
I don't know if you eat it. I want to try that Italian beef.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
Italian
hey,
beef go hard, boy.
we got an Italian turkey.
A word?
We got an Italian turkey up here. It's only
Oh,
two
here we
spots.
go.
It's only two spots up here that sell them. Only two spots, and one of them is the original. Yeah,
Mm.
they fire.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a
Fire.
fact. That's something I see like that's big in Chicago. I was like, yo, that's something I want to try.
Yeah, that Italian turkey. Yeah, that people be man. They own that. Yeah, yeah. So you been doing your homework. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah,
Facts.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
Nah, what you call it? When we doing the next 24-hour live, vi?
Shit.
I sent nephew. I don't want nephew to respond yet on that. I want
Mm.
nephew to look at my text and the email. But the text that I sent nephew is gonna address that. I gave an idea, and
Say no.
I'll just share it. And I suggested that because of what nephew has on his shoulders and
Mm-hmm.
everything comes behind the scenes, trying to put that together and everything to make that success, that he do that. I suggest that he do that once a quarter,
Mm.
which is once every 3 months. You know
That
what I mean? It's a
nah, that's a
lot
fact.
to go into that. It's a lot go into that. And I said
Nah, that's
in
a fact.
between that time, if he may want to, I threw an idea out to him in the text that you can do the 12-hour live in between there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Because a 24-hour will be so far away, which is understandable.
Mm.
And then
See,
he can do it like either 3 hours per live, 4 parts, or he can do 4 hours per live, 3 parts.
nah, facts.
Whatever the subject is, matter is. Just to
Uh,
throw him an idea. And he might want to
I,
tweak even that I just said. What you think, Dean?
I I ain't mad at that. I ain't gonna lie. That makes sense. Cause not for nothing, that would be something like the 24. Cause we could keep that something special. You don't want to like that make perfect sense. Cause you don't want to just you got what I'm saying like it was something meaningful to us. Cause
Right,
you got what I'm saying. So that makes sense that you do it. 4 times a year, three in the quarters.
right.
I'm with you on that one. That make perfect sense.
Yeah. Nephew,
And
know
we
I
could do
got him.
and we could do the 12 hours.
Right.
That's I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And so I sent him something. If he wanted to do the next like 12-hour live, whenever he decided if he want to consider that, he can break it up. He can do 3 hours per live, 4 parts,
Mhm.
or 4 hours. Because we didn't kill 4 hours before, which is really like nothing. You can do the
Facts.
4 hours per
We do
live
that on
and
a regular.
only 3 parts, which would be less. You know what I mean? And come with the topic. And what I sent him, that first email that I sent him, not the second one, nephew, but that first email that I sent you, that video is 17 minutes. But that topic of what the lady says, and then the lady who channel is, her reaction to it and her breakdown, it is so much you can pull out of that and make a live out of there and stretch it. I'm not even going to tell the live what the topic of was. I'm not going to tell them. It's going to be a surprise to them. That's going to be an interesting topic an adult talk for the men and the women. And it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. All the chat, you know, the whole chat can get involved with that. This is something that the chat really going to play a major, 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 major part in responding to this. It might seem simple, but it can go into so many different scenarios by this one little topic. So I sent that to nephew earlier today. And then I sent him that information about how to do the hours and all of that. I sent that behind it. Then I sent him another one, which was kind of a little short one. And to give him an idea, you know what I mean? Some ideas that he can just draw from. Oh, yeah. But that first email thing, that's gonna be
Yeah.
you and your fiance gonna have to play a part of this. She gonna have to be a major part in this too. That's the only hint for you.
Say no more, say no more.
It's gonna be. I'm telling you, this gonna be lit. This gonna be very interesting.
You know what's something we should do? I feel like all of us, we should do something like we go through all of Kel's albums and we all vote. We do we basically we go through all his albums. We're not gonna play them obviously because we don't get the live shutdown. But we all would just we all from top to bottom from each album, we will rate each song and then we all you feel me? Everybody get their own ratings and then you know what I'm saying? And then
because then we got to do our own personal homework. Because some of us might have to go back and replay some of those songs in them albums.
Facts. And then
that'd be lit. That'd be good.
Facts. We rate all the songs, and at the end, we could give it our own personal. You know what I'm saying? Personal on like a 1 to 10 scale, or a 1 to 5, or however, or between on 100%. However we want to do it. And at the end, we all give you know what I'm saying, a personal favorite number on the album, and then we all you know what I'm saying, at the end vote what we think was his best album. And you know what I'm saying, we lock. What you say?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Check this bullshit out right here.
What happened, nephew?
Get out of
here. Smiles come in all shapes and sizes. There are shy ones and silly ones, or the one you swear your dog is making. The best are between people getting to know people. A smile, possibly the best transaction of all.
He immediately sent me pictures.
When Trinice Hawkins saw these pictures,
I was furious.
Of her 8-year-old son's neck, she wanted answers.
The bus monitor choked him.
And security footage from the boy's bus route told the tale.
Grown man, adult, attacking an 8-year-old child.
On May 8th, the little boy and other elementary students from Richardson ISD were being dropped off from school. Hawkins' son, the first stop. But before arriving, you see a disturbance between students and then the bus monitor putting Hawkins' boy in a chokehold for several seconds.
I was in tears. I was very frustrated. I was angry.
Hawkins overwhelmed when she saw it with her own eyes. She says her son has recovered but can't sleep well and even struggle with eating days after this happened.
And to see this stuff happen to your own child, it really hurts and bothers me.
The bus monitor, Earl Brooks, was fired by the district and has been charged with injury to a child per DPD. The district telling WFAA that the actions of the former employee are both inexcusable and inconsistent with RISD's employee standards conduct. They also say Brooks passed a background check, but Hawkins,
I have plenty,
still has questions.
I do.
She is a bus driver for the district and an employee of 14 years. And while officials say this was an isolated incident, she wonders what kind of training Brooks received.
I feel like the district let me down.
And if protocols need to be reviewed. In Richardson, I'm Matt Howerton.
It's so good. Why they would have been interviewing me from jail?
Yeah.
But for him to get that upset with a kid, talking about some stop playing with me, man, what a bus driver at? He must was a female bus driver. Because he couldn't have been on my bus and did no shit like that.
I thought he was the bus driver.
He the bus monitor.
Oh, okay.
Worse. Man would have beat his ass from can to can. I'm telling you.
Facts.
I would have lost my job that day. I would have put my boot clean up his ass. You don't put your hand on nobody else's child, man. And I know these kids are disrespectful and they cut up. But at the end of the day, that's not your child to be placing your hands on.
He better hope that nothing happened to him, and I'm gonna let that breathe. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
And if the daddy is anywhere,
I ain't gonna say nothing else. That's all I'm gonna say, nephew. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, I wish a motherfucker would call and tell me they done put I live.
Facts.
Man, let me get a phone call. It ain't enough distance in between me and my children to stop me from getting where I need to get to.
Facts.
Right.
That's something I'm crashing out over. Like,
always, shit. Y'all put some money on my books. Shit.
Right.
I'm gonna lay down peacefully.
Right.
It happened just like that.
Yeah.
But this is a part of it. This goes back to telling y'all. This is a part of the government strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take the man out the home. You got these single mothers raising these children. And these motherfuckers like this bus monitor out here set tripping.
Right.
And ain't nobody there, and the man is nowhere to put him in his place.
Right.
Facts.
The sooner he would have been getting released from the prison, I would have been right there. They finna be taking me in. Y'all can give me the bed y'all just got him out of, because I'm finna beat his ass.
Right. Yep.
But she's sitting there, I'm hurt, I won't answer. She don't even look like she goddamn, she look like she embracing her 15 minutes of fame.
No. You know what I see, nephew? She in front of the camera. She trying to keep it nice and cool.
But you ain't talking to me. Y'all ain't putting no cameras on me.
Talk to me, ladies in the chat. She keeping it nice and cool.
Y'all ain't putting no cameras on me. Cause what y'all trying to make me a target now? Cause when I sue y'all ass and I win this money, now motherfucker we trying to rob me.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying she probably just trying, you know what I mean? Make her, I ain't saying that that's I'm let that breathe. But the ladies in the chat know where I'm at. There's no explanation. I can sit down and talk. There's no explanation you can give me for that.
I know my mama, damn shit. My mama going all the way. I mean,
I don't know what test they gave him. What test and what he passed. I don't know what they gave him.
I used to get suspended for breaking the rules at school and get caught red-handed. My mama still come out there and get them people hell.
Right.
Hey, look, say this before I get out here, right? One day, I used to wear these cargo khaki shorts to school, so and I used to be a little hustler, cutting grass and making money. So on recess, I would go on recess and I would ball out. I would try to buy all the candy so all the girls would be coming to me asking for candy, right? They would buy tactic. So I buy the pops and the hot chips. I try to buy all the shit I can buy. And so I'm walking down the hallway. I'm stuffed. Shit in every pocket, man. Sodas, chips, candy, everything.
Right.
I go to get some water from the faucet. Goddamn pants fall down to my knees right in front of the principal.
Oh, wow.
He gonna tell me, come on to the office. You about to get you some days in detention. So this motherfucker made me stand in the office just like that till my mama came because she will always be tripping. So my mama come through the door. What he get suspended for? He was sagging. The mama was like, how he was sagging? And I'm standing over in the corner, goddamn pants on my knees.
Yeah, right.
She still cussed that man out every day. She was taking me to in school detention because she would have to go sign me in and pick me up. Man, she cussed that man out every morning when she was taking me to detention. I was like, man. So I understand some mamas, whether they child right or wrong, they gonna take it there. But you know, I'm glad that I was able to turn that around, turn them situations around when my mama was coming out there acting a fool about me when I was fucking up, really. You know, and I got it together in high school though. You know, I wasn't getting in trouble no more. You know, I was doing my work, playing sports, doing my thing. So
Right.
I remember in middle school, boy, it was nothing for me to whoop somebody's ass every day.
Right.
It wasn't a day I didn't like to fight. So, but that school monitor, even if these kids talking back, it don't give you no right to put your hands on them. I drove, but like I tell you, man, I used to pull up at one stop and you pick up 60 plus kids, man, to drop them off in the morning time. I worked 2 jobs doing this shit too. I worked driving bus during the morning, then get off of the bus, go work my regular full-time job, because I didn't drive bus in the evening time. So I done seen these kids talk about adult shit, and I would tell their mama like, "Hey, yo, kids got on this bus this morning talking about shit that they hear you and they daddy doing. Y'all need to talk to y'all kids."
Right. Hey, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy that you're talking about this now, Vi, because I was talking about this with this lady yesterday. I'm like, yo, sometimes I really hate when people would be like, oh, I blame the parents on. I was like, not for nothing. I see it time after time. People want to act like you wasn't a child at once. We seen plenty of times parents do excellent jobs, teach their kid manners, what you call it, go out there, get their child the best life. But what their child chose to do, go out there and go do some fuckery they got no business
Cause
doing.
man, they
So
don't
it's
let
like
their
people
kids. You don't let their children live, man. You
exactly.
gotta let
So it's
these kids live and
you get
fuck
what I'm
up while
saying?
they young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't want a kid to fuck up when they 18 years old. Now they don't even have a chance to go back and look at what they did because they getting charged criminally for what the fuck they got in trouble for.
Facts.
They gonna fuck up. I mean, I lived on the edge, man. But it was everything I did growing up until I became aware of my actions and what the the trickle down effect that it caused. Like, damn, now at this point, I'm responsible. I'm 16. They changed, even where I'm from, they changed the laws. Like, because when we would fight all the time. You know, I had my people that, but we would fight. So we knew that we was 16 years old, 15, 16. We wouldn't get in trouble. So they changed the law, say, well, then if you 16, we gonna send you up the road to the boys' home. But if you 17, we gonna send you to jail for 72 hours. So once they did that, shit, that right there kind of slowed the violence down, you know. And then
Wake up call.
it was a wake up call. Now, mama can't come get you out. And then
Right.
they said, well, they changed it. They say, well, it used to be like self defense, but no, it wasn't self defense no more. If it's a fight, both parties going to jail, no matter who started. So, that's how they curve the violence where I'm from in Louisiana. But before they put that law in there to where, you're 17, you go to prison, or 16, you up the road, man, it wasn't every day, man. You either getting chased home or you chasing somebody home. I mean, that's just what it was. We lived in a town, we got 4 fucking red lights. That's it. So if you had a beef with somebody, it wasn't no dodging it. You gonna see them. We had 1 middle school, 1 high school, 2 elementary school.
Man, nephew, you just said something. Made me think of something. That's so crazy. I heard you say this, but it never clicked. So you from Louisiana. You wasn't that far from traveling to Chicago.
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. I was born in Louisiana. My grandmother, I lived in Yazoo, Mississippi when I was younger with my grandma, and then because my mom was adopted by my great grandma.
So where you from in Mississippi? How far is that from Biloxi?
Well, Biloxi is down towards like the New Orleans way. I was from Yazoo. That's like up north,
Right.
up the
I
north,
got a
north.
sister that's down in Mississippi, stay in
But
Mississippi now. She at the bottom, like at the Gulf. She right
Bob,
next to us. She a mouth point.
not to cut you off, Bob. So hold
Uh,
on, where you was at in Yazoo? How far is the federal the jail from like the prison like Yazoo the federal shit?
I'm not sure. I lived there when I was a kid. But my like
Oh,
when I started getting into shit, probably around fourth grade, I was living back in Louisiana then.
all right.
You know, that's when all the trouble started.
okay.
Say that's the day I
Man,
always
look
remember.
at that, man. Small world, man. Wow.
Nah, that's
Yeah. Yeah. That's where my older sister at now, nephew. She at the bottom. She had to go. She right, right at there. Yeah. What's that beach she told me? She named the beach. What was that beach out there that we went to? It was Pensacola, something like that was the name of that beach. You know what I mean? It's right up the Gulf, man. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. She right at the
Yo,
bottom, all the way at the bottom.
yo,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. All right, when
Mhm.
you were growing up in the 80s and 90s in Chicago, would you say you think it's because all right, me, you know me from New York, I'm looking in from the outside and seeing how much like the Chicago, like the whole Chicago beef thing is like it's on front display. Like you seen how much feel me rappers died from your city within these last 10 years. Would you say like your crime rate was worse today, or would you say it was worse in the 80s and the 90s?
Wow, that's a great question, man. I would need Jeff and Provoke on here for that one. But I would say it's worse now.
You think
I say
so?
I think I would say it ain't gotten worse. I think
Yeah, it
now.
works now. I think so too. Cause back in
I,
the day, you gotta understand. Cause I
you had
studied,
OGs that was still out. You
yeah,
had
I
OGs
studied
that was still
Chicago
out.
back in the day.
Yeah,
Mm,
you had
The
authority.
Black Panthers was
Yeah,
organized.
right.
The
You
Black
had men
Stone
out here.
Rangers was
Yeah, you had men
organized.
out here really
TDs,
protect the community before it really got into that all that other stuff.
yeah,
And it's like when all the heads got locked up and they did the system in such a way where they removed the black man and the brown man out of the family, you know what I mean, to protect the doorway of his home, then all type of entities infiltrated that family dynamic. And
mm,
those particular children is the product of what you see now. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
So a lot of them have this anger, you know what I mean? And that's probably why they gravitate to the hip hop more so the drill and the trap music hip hop, and the hardcore hip hop because it's a surrogate.
mm,
It's a surrogate, and really that's what hip hop is. It's a subculture. It's extended from it's a subculture. It's really an absence from the father. You can go back in previous interviews and hear Snoop talk about that, Jay Z talk about that, DMX talk about that dynamics. Even LeBron James just addressed that. Pop talked about it numerous of times in his interview. You know what I mean? And it's a
mm-hmm,
thing that we don't really address that we should. Um, and 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 that's the product of what you see now. So it's like that wrath, which is anger. The
mm,
Bible uses the word wrath, which is anger that
yeah.
they have. It's the absence from the Father. And I was going to say this the other day, and I'm going to say it now. Um, Kirk Franklin had an album where he's like got boxing. I think it's like called "The Fight of My Life," and he's on it. It's like him fighting against himself. It's how the CD looks. You know what I mean? Trying to describe the CD. It's a song on there by a young man at the time. He's grown now by a young man called Donovan. I think it's track 11, if I'm not mistaken. And in the song, to sum up what I just said, in the song, Donovan says, like he's speaking to a father, he's saying, Daddy, when a girl hurts my heart, what do I do with the pain? Ladies in the chat, walk with me in your mindset. You understand what Uncle Mew just articulated. When that is never addressed, then that particular child, that especially that male child and the female child, but that male child grows up and inner, it's an inner anger they have. It's a void that they have. They gravitate toward hip hop because hip hop now is like rebellious, so to speak. I can say whatever the heck I want to say. I can do whatever the one I do. No principles, no boundaries. You know what I mean? And really, those that come from the street that get into that arena, they bring in that particular mindset because the street is just like that. It's just no boundaries. It's built on wildness. You know what I mean? No structure, no boundary, just no discipline, no nothing. So if you got somebody that got influenced by that, the late Tupac Shakur, then you add the pedigree, the Black Liberation Movement, mother did punishment by taking him, giving him the Wall Street Journal newspaper, go in the corner, read that. This gonna be your punishment. Now come back and articulate that what you just read. Write me an essay or something like that, a piece on that. You know what I mean? So you get those two dynamics, and then the pedigree of the books, and he's a prolific, reader. So then in Pac, it's just the absence of his father, and whatever Finney and Billy went through, whatever you did damage to keep the father from him. That you didn't make sure it did work between you two. And I understand how that dynamic between the man and the woman go, but look at the end result of the kid always suffer. You know what I'm saying? So Pop was like an educated nut, if I can use that loosely. You know what I mean? But yet still articulate, and so so it was always some battle. So what Pop found a way to do was, instead of going to a therapist and a counselor and send out paying all that money, Pop's thought process was, let me put that in poetry. Let me put that into my lyrics. You know what I mean? And I'm going to show you my good, my bad, and my ugly. I'm gonna unfold myself. You know what I mean? And he found that therapeutic. You know what I mean? But society, those elitists looked at that and wanted him to pay beyond more than the average human should pay for their indiscretions and their mistakes and their journey to just be a man. When you didn't never have a model to really display from that. You know what I mean? Stepped in and was there, but then when he got ripped out at that young age of 10 years old, that's a pivotal point that the mother still does parenting. But what crucial is for that boy child at the age of 10 and beyond, it's a critical time for the father to step in and help him step and show him what his manhood is. You know what I mean? Because a woman don't have it in her to show a boy child what manhood is in society looks like and what you have to deal with. You know what I mean? That's the balance that she brings. But that other balance that the man supposed to filled in, the attack was to remove that strong man out of the doorway of his home. So they gravitate toward hip hop because it's like an absence of the father. It's a surrogate. And that's why you hear, and it's promoted like that. And that's why they talked about that meeting, that letter that me and J Rock mentioned back in '91, that Crazy Bone talked about on his podcast, the letter that changed the face of hip hop. And they spent it in a way that they wanted it to be a revolving door in the prison system. So they had to change the dynamics of the music. And around '91, if you do your research, how conscious rap started to shift and fade, and it started to get into that. You know what I mean? And there you have it. And that's why Pop was trying to get away from and get back to that me against the world type of concept album. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But
See now, like I know,
it's
you know what I'm
unique.
saying? I know, like, like a lot of the gangs in Chicago is starting, to better the community. But I'm just saying, it seemed like, in the 80s, 90s, you see, like, Chicago was on some, they wanted to get some money. It seemed like these young
Yeah,
niggas nowadays in Chicago, they don't want no money. They just want to step on shit.
yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah, yeah.
So man,
Yeah.
hope. I'm just saying. I say like you know what I'm saying like that. But this is something. You know me, Uncle. Like I said, like you know, once feel me, I leave that part of my life. Feel me, once I was a street nigga, like that was me and all that. But you get what I'm saying? Like now it's like where I think, all right, with New York, things, all right, during COVID, things got a little, because once COVID came, it's like people are starting to wear the mask. So you got these younglings out here wilding. Like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of like made little things bad. But it's like, in a certain sense, how I said, how they cleaning up New York is they heavy on the gangs. Like, removing the gangs. And
They didn't ban the what they call they done ban the shiesties.
yeah, but I'm saying like, but what's something they did in New York, Vi? They giving out Ricos left and right in
Oh shit,
Chicago.
they doing that shit all over the world, man.
But CCC in Chicago, they not really give you. If you look at all these
They
murders,
getting it. You ain't hearing about it, but they doing it. In Minnesota just last month. In Minnesota, they gave they did about 45 gang members, Bloods, Lowe's in Minneapolis. Right in Minneapolis. I talked about it last month. They
but yeah,
just
not
they coming.
yeah. I said that's how I feel
It's
like.
coming.
That's what I'm saying. I like you know what I'm saying. I'm I said I don't want to see nobody in prison, but like you know what I'm saying. That's not me. Like you would never get me to want that to be detrimental to my own people. But I feel like that would be the only way where they could clean. You know what I'm saying? Chicago up in that manner. Like
But they
it's like
really, when you talk about Chicago, they really have to do their research because
Yeah.
it ain't even the little homies that's doing it. It's the little homies to the little homies that's out there. So it's just, I mean, this is, but man, like Pac say, man, shit, this is what they created.
Yeah.
Cause even when you look at it in the 80s and 90s, like a lot of the music, the people that came out of Chicago was like R&B singers or even like backpack rappers or conscious rappers. Now, like the music, you got what I'm saying, the music has a lot to do with it. People want to sit there and say what the music of it. Nah, the music does have a lot
Man,
to do
tell
with
you
it.
what it is in Chicago, bro. It's the government, man.
That too.
When you hear Scottie Pippen say when they was coming around up in there through his time, man, they walking it wasn't nothing to walk in the alley finding crates of guns just in the alley. These they finding crates full of guns. Your first gun is a fucking fully automatic weapon. You don't
Yeah.
even know how to use a gun, but then you get a fully automatic gun. You hit the trigger, got a half trigger on, and you hit it one time. You just shot 4-5 innocent people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts. Yo, cause,
Yeah.
cause facts. Nah, that's definitely a fact. Cause
Then
it's
you
like,
want to
yo,
really look at it, you want to really nail it. I'm gonna say this, but come tell you, man, I know some shit. Look at the major cities where all the crime is at. Is where you got the biggest gun imports at.
facts.
Now you speaking facts, nephew. You speaking facts. Because we don't own no plants that make guns. We don't own no
Facts.
bond
No, they
warehouse. We don't own no shit. We don't
And
own none
how
of that.
do a nigga know where in the
But they get
hell
in our
guns
neighborhood. They get in our
being
neighborhood
shipped in?
fact.
How a nigga
Just
know
like I
when
always
guns
said,
is being
just like
shipped in to rob a
though.
train? Come on, man.
That
just like
come on, nephew.
just
Bingo.
like
Ding 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 ding.
just like I always say, you not gonna ever get me to believe a black person just woke up one day and said, "Let me add some baking soda to cocaine," and
Right.
bro, you would never get me in my life to believe a black person was the one that said, "I'm gonna invent that."
We've been in a lot of stuff. Hey man, we learned a lot, but we ain't originated that stuff, man.
Facts.
We invent shit that
Yeah,
helps you in life. We
yeah,
don't
we,
invent shit that
there
takes
you
you
go.
from life.
There you go, nephew. And they try to twist that, nephew. They try to
Right.
twist that the other way around, make us feel, and that's why it's so important for these. But like you said, you can only lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink.
Yo,
You can't
yo,
make it.
But you got to be an example in your household. I yield to you, Nick, Dane.
now I was saying, I said I was born in the '90s. I can't. I don't know going. I don't know what really went on in the 80s, but
Right.
just from
You
listening
gotta go
to
back,
people.
bro.
No, I'm
You
saying
gotta
I'm
go
saying,
back.
but I'm saying from what I'm listening, if crack and guns never entered black communities in the 80s, we'll be a lot better off we'll be a
No,
lot better
no,
off
you gotta
today.
go back. You gotta go back, man. Martin Luther King told you was the worst thing that ever happened to the black community, man. We should have never. Why the fuck did we fight to be
Facts.
segregated with these people?
Accept the facts. We had our own in our own communities. We had everything right
We
there.
could have had our own government,
We
our
wanted
own everything, but no, we was
we wanted to
so much.
capitulate to them
And I have nothing against Dr. King and his fight because he sacrificed a lot, putting his face on the line. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But why did we fight so hard to go eat at a fucking restaurant where motherfuckers don't even put season on their food?
Facts.
Why do we gotta go? We fighting hard to play on a fucking team with some kids that don't even know how to fucking play.
Facts.
We fight hard for to go and look at some goddamn books, and these people telling us we came from a place that we don't even know.
Facts. Nah, I'm from Charleston White said that he said the same thing. He was like, yo, same exact thing you saying, Vlad. Charleston White said he was like, yo, he didn't want to like shit on Martin Luther King, but he was saying like his thing like that's what damned us as black people.
And this government in this country that showed us what they'll do when we get to a certain height of success. You have military planes dropping bombs in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on U.S. soil.
Facts. We have multiple black Wall Streets, and they
All
destroyed
over
one.
you hear when I say, because see, you got to take this shit back. You had multiple Wall Streets all over the colonies.
Mm-hmm.
That it goes back that far. Before it was even states, there were colonies. In the Virginias, Carolinas, all in there. So this shit, our success go back. You know, some of the richest people in this country were our people before them people came into money.
I'm gonna tell you something. And some of the people in the chat do they research and they really on their history, so they may know what I'm about to say is true. But a lot of us probably are not aware. That's why it's so important. What you're saying is so powerful. What you and Dean are so impactful. That knowledge, the lack of knowledge, man, we perish. The word says.
Yeah.
Information changes information. Information changes the situation, rather. And what I'm about to say is, did you not know, or did y'all not know that Barack Obama? Please help me finish what I'm about to say. Was not, and I repeat, was not the first president, black president.
No.
Do you know a lot of this millennials going back to my age bracket is not even aware of that? Why is that so important?
Mm-hmm.
Because you buy into the concept of the plantation.
Mm-hmm.
What Lynch implemented.
Well, you know, they changed.
You're not even fully human. You still and they still have laws. They still look at you. There's individual, man. I work for, and I've been in uniform, and I've seen people follow me around the store.
Yo, oh man.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
I work with the transit system here.
Yo,
I ain't tripping. I ain't feeling no type of way about it. I get it. I understand. Because a lot of people, individual, unfortunately, males that look like me, unfortunately, on dum-dum. You know what I mean? And so that's just something I got to take. But when I shared this with an individual, they looked at me like, we had a conversation, person look at you like you crazy. Because they really thought that Obama was the first black president. No, the first president we had was George Washington. No, it was not.
No, they was calling them. they had another name for the word
Yeah,
they had another term for president doing that.
John Nixon. What's his name? It's a couple of them. It's a couple of them, but that's one of the
Yeah,
names.
before Barack Obama, Dick Gregory ran for president in the
Yeah,
60s.
yeah, but but I'm talking about who actually was president. Before it
And
became
if you look at it, if
the
you go back
United
to it
States of
though,
America.
Dick
You know,
Gregory was cheated during his presidential campaign, during his election.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Mhm.
I remember the other day, not for nothing, I wasn't my shorty, she a flight attendant, so she needed some
Right,
money,
third
so
eye.
I couldn't Zelle her or nothing. So she was like, yo, babe, you could put some money on my Cash App, whatever the case may be. I'm like, I got you. I was just there. I remember I put $1,000 on. I was putting $1,000 exactly on her Cash App, right? Boom. You mean to tell me I go in this Walgreens damn near every day, Unc, every day. These motherfuckers checked every single $20 bill, and I was just in my head like, yo, I'm lucky my lady wasn't here, because not for nothing she would have cursed. I'm very laid back, but
That
she
ain't
would have
shit,
went
man.
off.
You know what I saw today?
right.
I was in a
What it is.
gas station getting some gas today, and I seen it. But I want y'all to understand this though. It was a white cashier and it was a white customer.
Okay.
They asked the customer for a fucking ID to use a food stamp card.
What?
What?
I kid you not. They asked the son tried to use the food stamp card. They wouldn't let him use it. Told him he had to go and get the mama out the car. So I wonder why they were standing to the side and the people was letting more people come up to the counter. I don't
Right.
know if it was just this particular store that we was in. It was a QT
Right.
gas station, which is a big gas station out here in Texas.
Okay.
So
Okay.
man, the mama came in like, what was going on? So the mama had to get a card. He asked for the ID, asked for the woman ID, looked at the back of the card. He looked at the front of the car or whatever, looking at the ID, gave one, but he said it's a protocol.
Yeah. Well, then again, I mean,
I say for a fucking EBT card.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's situations happen where someone got their card cup or someone used it, wasn't authorized to use it, or somebody wound up losing it or whatever, stolen whatever, and then wound up saying, "Hey, I don't know how that worked really." You know what I mean? They canceled the charge.
That shit ain't gonna ever happen at Walmart nowhere because Walmart is all self checkout.
Right, right. Right. Well, I mean, they have other the cash register does not self test out, but it'd be like shoot, only two of them jokers open.
Yeah, but at nighttime ain't none of them open.
It'd be about 200 of them jokers didn't.
They all walking around watching
Right,
to see who's stealing.
nephew. Hey, I get that you got certain people, but you have enough to have these doggone registers open, man.
They got their cell phone in their back pocket.
No, they had it set. They be looking at their cell phone a lot of times and
Man.
fraternizing with one another. You know what I mean? Kicking it, chilling.
Yeah.
And when you ask for help, you almost like, man, you didn't
They can't tell you shit.
like you didn't cuss them out or something, dude.
Let me
Like,
tell y'all something. If y'all want help from
you are at work, right? You do have a uniform on, right? You did put that on before you left the house, and you knew you was coming to work, right? You do know what that word means, right?
if y'all want help in Walmart from now on, make sure y'all got the Walmart app and type in what you looking for. It's gonna tell
Nephew,
you the exact
hey,
aisle because going up to the workers ain't worth for
you
them.
gotta tell the truth. You better preach, Bishop. You
Go
better
to the
preach,
workers
Bishop.
and say, hey, what a pine soul that they'll have your ass in the home and garden. You be on that bitch about to plant flowers trying to find pine soul.
Fact.
That shit. You might well put that Walmart app
Then
on
you don't get him telling nothing but your God knows truth.
man.
That's why I said facts, Unc.
Put the app on your phone and type it in and tell you before you go to the store, whatever you go
Nephew,
to Walmart to get, just type it in your phone. It's gonna tell you what aisle is on. and make you a note of it, because when you get in the store looking for some, I'm trying to find hair grease. They gonna have your ass back there with a dishwasher liquid in.
Yo,
What a motor oil is.
Yeah, with a motor oil. You trying to
and
get
you got
some
some of these
grease. They got
motherfuckers.
you back here
They,
looking at motor oil.
Hey, my peoples, my peoples, my peoples. Oh, my peoples, we got to do better, my peoples. We got to do better, my peoples. Oh man, hey nephew, why all the places Dean can't be like Chick-fil-A customer service? Why?
It's
Why?
it's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
don't care if you don't like the food. The chicken is okay, average. It
Yo,
don't matter.
Yo, it's crazy you went to the whole Chick-fil-A thing, because I was just about to say, yo, you know what I'm saying? My lady and me, like we love McDonald's. But this
Right.
is one thing I hate about McDonald's. And like as a kid, I used to watch my dad cuss them out like all the time. And I'm just like, yo, why? Like, you see people going on for McDonald's workers all the time. So I just never understand it. And now as you get older, it's like, yo, these motherfuckers acting like, yo, you put like I'm the one that put a gun to your head and told you to go work there. Like you don't want to do your job. Like
It's
it's like
like,
you can't.
hey, these fried cold. They look at you like you supposed to heat the bitches up.
Yeah, son, yo. But it's crazy that Unc said it with Chick-fil-A. Yo, them motherfuckers is the nicest people when you walk in the spot. Especially,
I'm gonna tell you why. Tell you why. It's a teacher moment real fast. The owners had a billionaire's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
They had a wealth mindset. Train their employees specifically. You know what I mean? Specifically.
Facts.
Because the number one thing in fast food is not fast food. The shit is customer service, man.
There you
Facts.
go.
I don't give
Now
a
that's it.
damn what fast food chain. If your customer service suck ass, you are not gonna succeed.
Facts. That's 100% fact.
Yeah.
Good
And
customer service will take you a long way.
Yeah.
I
People
don't know how
don't
true.
spend money just because they know they ain't gotta wait. They gonna be acknowledged. They not sitting at the door waiting on the host.
I don't know how.
I told my late brother this. My brother, he was a bona fide. He had a heart of a hustler. I'm talking about really nothing illegal. He just had a mind of a hustler, a go getter, man, to make it happen.
That's
However,
fire.
however, my brother was tight. He was tight. He was very frugal. You know what I'm saying? Frugal with his money. At the same time, he didn't get it. And we was to have a little discussion about why, I tip the way I do and why I would go out of my way as far as different places. And I always told my late brother that going to an establishment that's more convenient, more closer, ain't always beneficial. A lot of times with good customer service, sometimes you got to go out of your element. You know what I mean? You have to go outside your way. And so
You
I
ain't saying
explained
nothing wrong.
from the time I step into the lobby, I say I'm clocking and paying attention to what's going on, which is going to determine whether or not I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna patronize your establishment. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting and understanding that everybody ain't on my time. I'm in a restaurant of service, so I get that. So I'm not on none of that. But we're looking at the reasonable amount of time we sit down. After we sit down, how you escort us to the our seat, how your tone and your dialogue is. You know how some people try to overdo it because they really trying to be extra. You know what I mean? And then you have people sometimes that's kind of got a not healthy disposition about themselves. So they trying to overcompensate by trying to force nice. You know what I mean? You can tell he wasn't genuine or not. It ain't mad at him. It's just what it is. You just got to be observant. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at all of that. You know what I mean? We know what we ordered, so we can understand the reasonable amount of time for the food have to be cooked well. You want to cook well. You know what I mean? You at sitting down in an establishment. People don't get that. People want a microwave experience in a microwave life. But that can take you to the grave quicker than anything. You know what I mean? You can get that fast, but if that's gonna be healthy in your body in the long term. You know what I mean? But if you're getting a meal, it's gonna take me some time to prepare that. But that's a whole nother lie. You know what I mean? So I'm calculating and looking at all of that. Which is gonna determine how your tip gonna be, whether or not I'm gonna patronize this establishment. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, everybody in the chat, if you don't know your value and you don't know your worth, then you will accept any type of service and sit there all day and complain about it. And then keep on buying the same product. But when you know your worth, when you know your value, then there's certain things that it's just unacceptable. And you don't have to be nasty about it. You don't have to be rude. You can be professional. That's the way to go about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Because it builds grit. That's how you're able to have relationships and have network. You know what I'm saying? Even though when Vlad had to cut somebody, even when he had to kick him up behind, even he had to check him and do rid of, you know what I'm saying? He maintains his channel in such a way that people come over here, just sit down and just say, wow, man, I can do this. I like this platform. Like, man, ain't no foolery, ain't no buffoonery over here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no drama, ain't no, you know what I mean? Like, man, I can get out with this. You know what I'm saying? And you got some people who just because their soul is just tore up and they just miserable, they hate that people having a good time. They enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
It's for the goodness and joy. It eats away at that evil. It's irritating them. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's working on that mess. You know what I'm saying? It's working on that darkness.
They can be prepared to be. They can be prepared to be hot with me because this shit ain't finna stop no time soon, man. Besides, when I'm closing my eyes at night, and
Right. Yeah.
And shout out to Theresa for she she renewed her membership tonight. Shout out to Q, our brother Q, for the $5 donation. Shout out to Darlene Williams for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Chi-Town for the $5 super chat. It's greatly appreciated, man. I'm telling y'all, I appreciate everything that the people do to recognize this channel and platform. And I always try to bring good, positive, informative content and shit that can help us moving forward. And we had these little freestyle conversations at the end of the live. I hope y'all really be paying attention to a lot of the gems that be putting down, and with that being said, man, shit, that's it for the night for me. I'm finna lay it down. Shout out to the best chat on the YouTube streets, as I always say. I go to war with this chat any day against anybody. Shout out to the panel.
Yes, sir.
But we don't want no smoke. We non-violent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Free kills till we see kills. Jesus be a fence around Bungina and her law group and everything attached to her.
Yes.
Be a fence around anybody who's going through anything in life. Even myself, everybody, just protect everybody. And everybody, if you haven't got to know God, you know what I'm saying? If you're not putting God first head of your life, I think you need to reconsider what you've been doing and get some of this good literature that God has for you. One of my cousins used to say, "Don't cost you a dime to stay out of mine, but it don't cost you a dime to get to know God. It's absolutely free. But not knowing God could cost you your life."
Yeah.
You be for the wage of sin is death.
Yeah.
So hey,
eternal life.
What you wanna gamble with?
Yeah.
So all right, man.
So if you don't like what you're getting, change what you're doing. Because if you don't change what you're doing, You gonna keep getting what you got.
Most definitely, man. Y'all done beat me for the night, man. I'm knocked out right now. So
Best to your nephew. Lay
man,
it down, nephew. We holler next time.
next time, man. I'm gonna try to do tomorrow night though. I'm gonna try to do something for the men tomorrow night. And like I did today when I was riding, I'm gonna say this before I get out of here today while I was riding. I'm gonna do a dedication to all of the women who have been supporting the injustice of R. Kelly, and I'm gonna do a tribute. I'm just gonna do an appreciation live for the women.
What's up?
I know a lot of women have been going through it, have been being bashed, have been, so much. But I want to let y'all know, Big Val Opinion appreciate y'all for everything that
Right.
you do, and I'm quite sure Kells appreciate y'all
Right.
because it's very
That's
important
why I
that
love
women
the word
are
woman.
out here advocate for this brothers despite what they are portraying of him. So I will be doing a special live soon as I get that opportunity. I'm going to do a special live dedicated strictly to the women in support of Robert Kelly.
Facts. That's why I love the word woman. Free cows, man.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. So, all right, man. All right, Dean, man. I appreciate y'all for
Love
kicking
y'all.
it
Love
with
you,
me. Hope
Unc. Love
everything
y'all.
well
Be
with
safe,
Sir
Unc.
Miguel, J Rock, everybody who didn't, everybody who wasn't able to show up tonight. Hope all
Yeah.
is well with them. But when we see y'all next time, we're gonna be passing out fines.
Right. Right.
Yo,
Yeah.
bye, Unc. My lady
When you
said take care
check
of
that.
yourself.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
You
sir.
too. You too.
Yeah,
It's
you
crazy.
too.
It's
When you
crazy.
get up
She
there, check that
her
email out. You check in them texts.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, probably about afternoon time.
Okay, cool. Because I got to ask you something about the channel and all of that, how to do stuff. I'm an OG man. So
Okay.
I got to ask you stuff. You know what I mean? But it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci though.
I got you.
All right.
All right.
All right. Later, everybody. Be safe, everybody in the chat. All right, Dean. Nephew.